4th, 2025, the 338th day of the Sex Offender Administration. U.S. District Judge Mary McElroy has blocked the Trump administration's attempt to reallocate federal Homeland Security funding away from states that refuse to cooperate with certain federal immigration enforcement. Trump doesn't want to give government greenbacks to states that protect wetbacks. A gas leak was the cause of a catastrophic explosion at a nursing home just outside of Philadelphia that killed 2 nursing home residents and an employee, injured 20 others, and left the facility partially collapsed on Tuesday. Money is tight, but you can't cut back on gas X just to save money. The University of Oklahoma has removed an instructor who was accused by a student of religious discrimination over a failing grade on a psychology paper in which she cited the Bible and argued that promoting a, quote, belief in multiple genders, close quote, was demonic. God can make as many genders as God wants. You just can't believe in them. When you don't know why, you must deny. British authorities on Tuesday brought new counts of rape and sexual assault against comedian Russell Brand, who is already facing similar charges involving 4 other women. The UK's Crown Prosecution Service said the new charges, 1 count of rape and 1 of sexual assault, against Brand were in relation to 2 further women. The alleged offenses took place in 2009. Comedy may be Russell Brand's job, but rape is Russell Brand's brand. This has been the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll with headlines and punchlines for December 24th, 2025, the 338th day of the Sex Offender Administration. Join me live at the Church of Last Resort, Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on MindDog TV.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host or guest and should not be interpreted as statement of fact. Independent fact-checking and corrections are
Let's get ready
encouraged.
to push the button.
We got a cup of coffee in here, please.
Yes. As long as you push the button, you can get the coffee. Saying what, where, and how.
Damn good coffee and hot.
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Little dog. How you like your coffee? Little dog. How about that?
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Yeah,
Wake up, America. You've got a dog that needs walking. That's right, sunshine. Just put on a big pot of strong coffee and get ready to type your little hate mail with your opinions about kumbaya and flat earth insanity. Stand-up comedy? You want stand-up comedy? Well, we've got sit-down comedy. It's time for Coffee with a Dog. You make me laugh.
I'll fix it later. Look, we'll do it live. Oh. Yeah, let's drink coffee. That's all. Coffee. Merry Christmas. Good morning, folks. It is Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2025. I hope you're having a great day. What is it today? Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? What the hell day is it? It's Wednesday, right? No. What day is today? I don't know. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Isn't it Wednesday? What's my clock say? It feels like I don't know. I'm all out of touch. It feels like a Wednesday, right? I don't know. Let's call it Wednesday. Now I'm all confused. Is today Wednesday? So yes. How about that? Here's something interesting. You know how lately, for the last couple of months or so, we've been streaming to Instagram, which we don't really get big numbers over there, but we're not doing that anymore. Apparently, if I was it yesterday or 2 days ago when I said to GD, he cannot jerk off without getting it on Tammy's face. Or words to that effect. Apparently, Instagram believes that I was inciting or inviting GD to jerk off on Tammy's face, or meet some girl named Tammy and jerk off on her. The rule I broke was inviting inappropriate sexual contact through my live stream, and that is what they were citing as the reason. Now I did dispute it and say, well, you take it out of it's just a joke, because he was talking about, is there another Tammy? I said, oh, there's lots of Tammys. You can't jerk off and not hit a Tammy in the face. And he said, I can. So apparently we broke Instagram's rule about inviting. Now, if you go on Instagram, this is the ironic part, all day long, you're going to see girls soliciting for prostitution and stuff all day long. But a joke about jerking off on Tammy's face, I guess, it's inappropriate. And I'm sorry. I profusely, I kind of apologize a little bit. Anyway, we got rappers today. Rappers, it's a good day for wrapping presents. And then I got to wrap it up pretty quick. And go do a Christmas show at the VA. And I'm just thinking about this. I'm supposed to do an hour-long show. I think I have 7 Christmas songs that I know. So, in other words, I'm fucked. Or I got to learn some really, it's the words. It's not the music. I could fake my way through every Christmas song in the book, but the words, gee, and I'm not going to bring a tablet and read them, right? I hate that. Anyway, what's going on over there? Oh, so yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody. We're gonna get to the wrapping part soon, and hopefully I won't be inviting anybody to jerk off on Tammy's face, but you never know. And by the way, where's Tammy when you need her? I thought they might have confused the Tantley commercial with the sexual, I don't know, but no, it turned out to be jerking off on Tammy's face. Anyway, I'm going to go take some Mind Bloom and come back and say hello to the man who loves to jerk off on Tammy's face.
Mind Bloom is helping people achieve life-changing clinical and personal breakthroughs, alchemizing both the psychedelic medication, psychiatric care from psychiatric clinicians, coaches, we call psychedelic guides, and a lot of content and meditations and programs into this really transformational experience that, because it's delivered at home, costs a lot less and is a lot more convenient for people to receive.
Good morning, folks. A man who is always ready to cock block me, but he's too busy jerking off on Tammy's face. Good morning, G.D. Fenderson.
Good morning, America. MindDogTV.com. It's a damn shame that Instagram has that one provision that says live, because you can get porn on Instagram pre-recorded all fucking day long. So I guess what we can do is delayed broadcast. Can we do this delayed on Instagram? I don't know, but that's fucking stupid. I mean, Instagram is getting on my last fucking nerve,
I don't know about this porn all day long. I've never seen porn on there. I've said that, but I've seen.
I was collecting samples, believe me, because they have gotten on me about things I've posted, and so every time I go like, really, you allow this on Instagram? You allow this on Instagram, and I can't show a prosthetic butt, but you can show actual penetration. I can't show me slapping Donald Trump in the face with a dildo, but you can show actual penetration with a penis and a vagina. And anal sex, anal penetration. They can show that on Instagram.
I'm not saying I want to see that.
Videos.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't. Again, I don't. I'm not saying I want to see that, but I have never seen any graphic pornography type stuff. I've seen lots of girls soliciting, what seems like soliciting for
This
prostitutes.
goes way beyond soliciting. Then and then they'll say to see the rest of the video, link in the bio.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
but I get dinged from Instagram, so we can't share this content. It's like, fuck you. And that's
That
why
was
I
a
showed you that
joke.
one. That's why I showed you the thing about the Trump neck and what that penis do. Because I wanted to see. I mean, they haven't said anything about that, but I guess because it's not a real penis, it's just the word penis. I don't know.
Well, anyway, so yeah, apparently, they don't. Maybe it's Tammy's parents who run Instagram. Tammy, they don't like jerking off on Tammy's face.
Yeah, but we didn't say which Tammy. See, that's just it.
Yeah.
That expression is the equivalent of you can't swing a dead cat without hitting a
Right.
without hitting, right?
That's basically what it was.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what that is. That's an adult version. You can't swing a dead cat. And what do they want us to go around swinging dead cats?
They care more about a cat than they. Well, no, I have that wrong. But so yeah, no more streaming live. It's not like we're losing a big audience.
Either way, you're talking. Well, I would say either way you're talking about a pussy, but no, because Tam, we're talking about a face, and never. Yeah, it's ridiculous. The rules and regulations don't get me started. I'm so ready for them to hit me with something because I don't do anything live on Instagram. So everything I do is, that the other stuff, and I'm waiting for the next one. I have like, I think 18 photographs and 3 videos that I've captured off of Instagram that I'm just waiting for them to. Matter of fact, I'll make a montage. I think I'll make a montage. This all came off of Instagram. I'll make a 2-minute, yes, it'll still be a short, a 1 minute 90-second, 1 minute 30-second montage to put on Instagram so that they can say this came off of Instagram, and you're going to ding me for showing a dildo, slapping someone in the face with a dildo, or a butt prosthetic.
Yeah,
or
we should bring a class action lawsuit or a classless action lawsuit.
Yes, classless action lawsuit.
Sunshine saying, "Watch out for the super flu." Super flu.
She's a super flu. She's super fluid.
What?
She's super fluid.
I was thinking of Curtis Mayfield, Superfly, super flu. Now, super flu.
Good morning, Mickey. Mickey says hi.
What kind of? I don't know. Super flu. What makes it super? It goes into.
Now, is this the same super flu that they're calling the vomiting flu, or is this a different? Because there's a flu out there. It's called the vomiting flu, and I think, if I understand correctly, well, it's mounting a death count, but Trump isn't counting them the same way that other countries are.
I got a high. I'm not really a germaphobe, but I've already had my share of sickness for this cold and flu season.
Being sick of me doesn't count.
No, you remember when I had that little run-in a couple of weeks ago with the I think I got the flu. I might have COVID, whatever I thought I had. But I don't. I'm too old. I'm a high risk. I don't want to get sick. So I heard the term yesterday. She said, "I heard the term yesterday. Super flu."
You can't go around repeating everything you hear, Sunshine. That's how you get pregnant.
Right. What are you, Tammy? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's how you get pregnant. Repeating everything you hear.
Yeah. Of course, Sunshine's not Tammy. What? By the way, I didn't say welcome back, Sunshine, from wherever the hell you were, Alaska, or whatever. We welcome
the internet
back.
free zone.
You were gone for so long. We missed you. We definitely missed you. Don't think we didn't miss you. GD mentioned you every day. And the guy in the opening mentioned you. That's right. Wake up, Sunshine. So welcome back. Looks like one of our
happy Christmas Eve to you, Steve. And God made Stephen and Even, not Ortiz and Sortiz.
Yes, yeah, Christmas Eve. Yeah, I can't wait until Friday morning till this holiday is over. And then I got another one coming up a week later that I have to just can't wait till that one's over.
You need
And
a
then
career like mine where nobody gives a shit about me.
that is me. That nobody
No,
gives a shit about.
you're out there. You are performing like sometimes 4 times in the same day. You know,
Oh.
or three. Okay,
By
I'm
the
saying
way, I
four. I'm
got
saying 4 times, but it's what 3 times. You went
yeah,
at 3 gigs in one day.
yeah.
Yeah,
I got a for this is unusual for me. Somebody
yeah.
stood up for me. Somebody stood up for me. Like the pain people, they went back to that guy and said, "No, we got the other side of the story," and so they kind of.
In
It's
other
good
words,
to
they
have
don't want
somebody
you to
out there.
quit because they don't. Then they only have one artist in New York. They don't want you to
That's
quit. Don't piss off Matt. See, that's
that's
power. That's power. Let me go someplace and say, "Damn it, guys, you have my back. Or I'm not coming back here and telling any more jokes." They'd be like, "Well, good luck."
yeah. There are 30,000 other comedians on
Just
your
like this,
block.
we have there's 1,200 comedians in this block alone.
How many rappers do you think there are on your block?
Oh my God! In my block?
Oh,
No, I live in an
yeah.
all-white neighborhood, and the one black guy that does live here doesn't rap.
I don't know if you know this about white guys, but they all think they can rap.
No, I live in an all old white neighborhood.
It's even worse.
I live in a legacy neighborhood, so
All right.
I don't have any. There's matter of fact, the only rapping I see being done around here is on those packages I see them putting in their cars.
All right. It's time to
So
meet our first guest, I think.
yes,
Right?
bring them in.
It's time.
Let me
He's
get
back there.
educated on. Let me get educated on the rap game because I don't know. I don't
Wait,
know.
you say educated? I thought I was the only one in the world who ever said educated.
No,
And I write.
that years ago. I heard a comedian or somebody say educated.
It's definitely a goofy white boy thing.
I heard an
Tremaine
old
Long.
black guy say it.
Yeah. Well, maybe you picked it up in your neighborhood. Tremaine Long is a multifaceted talent, encompassing. Look, I can talk. Encompassing the roles of producer, singer, songwriter. He started his musical journey in church at the age of 5. We got to be on our best behavior. Then no cursing, no blasphemy. All right.
All right, no fucks, no shits, no dams. Got it.
His musical journey was nurtured by a close-knit family and a strong foundation in faith and community. See that?
Now,
He's a good guy,
and that's the difference
between
a black family and a white family. Because black families, we are close knit. In white families, you are quilting. Big difference.
Crochet. It's crochet.
Well, it depends if you're in the north or in the south. In the south, there's a quilting bee, and in the north, they're crocheting. But in the black families, we are closely knit.
Let me finish reading his intro and
it's because that's the kind of hair we have. It makes it easier to knit.
Should I not continue to read his?
Oh yeah, go ahead and continue. I'm not going to keep interrupting you every other word like I've been doing the whole time that you've been talking. I wouldn't do that.
Raised interruption.
I'll shut up so you get the guest
interruption. Raised by his mother alongside 2 sisters, Tremaine's early years were deeply influenced by the music and the spirit of the church. I feel like we're going to be singing some hymns here today, and not Latin hymns, which we are number 2 in.
We are number 2 in Latin hymns. Maybe he speaks Latin. We don't know.
Music became an integral part of his life, inspired by genre-defining artists such as John P. Key, Tupac, Jagged Edge, Music, Soul Child, and Tank. By 14, Tremaine knew without a doubt his future lay in the world of music.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, he's fucking with us. He's fucking with us. He knows we're too old. You
can't say fucking. He's a church guy. Stop saying fucking, you fucking bastard.
Okay, he's messing with us because he knows we're so old that we won't know half those names. 4 of them aren't even artists. He just went to the medicine cabinet.
I didn't know
and
Tank.
grabbed some
I didn't
names
know Tank.
And just threw them out.
You don't know who Tank is?
No,
baby, I deserve.
I'm 67 years old and I'm white. Come on. Yeah. But
he old. He an older singer. He still out, but he an older singer.
All right.
The oldest ones I know would be like Last Poets from the 70s. And they weren't quite rap, but they were my early influences. You know, everybody else I compare to them, which means there isn't anybody else.
So now you're based in Georgia, Tremaine?
I'm from Atlanta, but right now I live in Newport News, Virginia.
Ah, Newport News, Virginia.
Yeah.
Now, is there a thriving hip hop scene in Newport News, Virginia?
I can't even tell you. It probably, I know it is because you get a lot of artists that come from Virginia, but I really don't be moving around in Virginia like that when it come down to this scene. So I'd be all over the place. I'd be everywhere, to be honest.
Do you write still? Are you still influenced by faith music and church, or do you? Because we talked about this last week about how hip hop music, rap music has basically stayed pretty solid for a long time. But GD brought up the fact that it started out as being very socially conscious and then became all about hoes and cars and money and all that kind of stuff. So the question for you is writing songs in this genre. Are you still faith based?
Yeah. So I do, like, my album that's out right now is a gospel album, but it's R&B sounding. It sounds like R&B and hip hop. I'm not really into the traditional. I'm not with all that. I'm more. I like
now,
to do
is that
what I
because
grew
of
up
your
listening
throat,
to.
or is that just because is that a throat thing? Because that hurts. I'm telling you, it hurts.
Well, I guess
can't.
if you know how to use your vocal cords, you should be good.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, but I'm just not into that. Like that, I can listen to it when other people do it. Can I do it if I wanted to? Yes, but I like hip hop, R&B. I like that, man. I grew up listening to this type of stuff. So,
well,
so
I
you
think
you would get you would be down with stomp, but
yeah, that's cool. But yeah, that's cool. And I love Kurt Franklin music and stuff like that.
That's
too.
his name. I couldn't remember his name. That's why I said stomp.
Yeah, but I'm more like I said, if I said John P. Key, because John P. Key, when I grew up in the house and when he read the bio, John P. Key is somebody. Y'all know who John P. Key is?
Yeah,
he's the son of Jesus is real and all that stuff like that. I was a kid listening to that in the house, but like as my mom we got away from church for a second and we were just in the street in the hood and stuff like that, listening to the Tupacs and listening to the Genuines and the Silks and all the different stuff. That stuff influenced me. But now that I got a relationship with my Heavenly Father, and I just want to make sure I'm making music that my kids can listen to, that I ain't cringing in the car like, that's bad.
I commend you, because not a lot of black men go around reconnecting with their father once they've lost that connection. It's a stereotype that we don't know who our fathers are. So I commend you that you get that connection.
Well, I don't know about that. I had a little black kid show up on my doorstep and say, "Daddy," just the other day, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't know. I don't remember." I'm lying. That's a joke. Instagram.
He is lying, because there are no blacks in his neighborhood.
Yeah,
At least there's one in mine. At least there's one in my neighborhood.
That's not true. We do have
you the black guy.
well, it's funny. I say that, and I may be the black man. They're like there's 4 interracial couples in my neighborhood. I'm one of them, and they all think we know each other. So if I walk down the street, they'll go like, "So do you know the Johnsons? The who? There's another interracial couple over there in that 5th house from the end. They think we know each other." It's like, no, I only know 2, and that's only because when sometimes we go walking through the neighborhood, which we still can because it's a walkable neighborhood.
Well, we're on the race thing. Because I'm of the opinion that most of the people who are going to hip hop shows and rap shows are white teenagers, even though it's culturally people think of it as a black music. You see, most of the customers, at least here, people who attend the shows, people who download the music, lots of white teenagers. When you do shows, is the room filled with white kids?
It depends on the venue and who's putting it together. So, like for me, I do a lot of Christian events, like church events, conferences, and stuff like that. So it depends on who putting it on. Now you got black churches putting it on. And I hate to say black churches to segregate everything. But if you got black churches that's putting it on, you're gonna see majority black. But and when you have Caucasian churches put stuff on, and guess what? You're gonna see a whole lot of that. But the thing is, the difference is I hate to keep one with y'all, but the white people pay you. They pay you over there. They take care of you over there.
See, my experience is the other. Well, not necessarily completely the other way around, but white people don't tip you like the black people tip you, or the brown.
I think it's the appreciation of their own kind. It's like they say, a prophet is not welcomed in his own house.
Yeah.
So when Matt, when you show up at a white venue, they see just, hey, that's one of us. We don't have to tip him, you know. But if you go into a black venue, it's like we have to show them that we accept them, so we appreciate them. We need them to know that. So here's a little extra money.
I purposely try to make myself look as poor and dirty and humble as possible.
What I'm saying is when you go into the white venues, go in blackface. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now we've totally explored the racial component here. I appreciate.
I'm sorry, Tremaine. You probably didn't realize this is what you were getting into.
I did my research. I didn't know what I was. I didn't know what I was gonna get into when I got on this show, but I seen some of the things. I was like, all right. So I don't know what. I'm like, okay, all right. Well, we're gonna go with it. But I love conversations, so it's good.
Are you because it's kind of like from the publishing world. Are you you own your label, or are you signed with a traditional label?
I am. I'm independent. So I get like from my managers and my radio promoters and everybody, they say I'm considered a major independent artist. I don't feel like I'm major yet, but I think because of what I'm doing on the music charts and stuff. So this year I was considered for a stellar. This year just been an eventful year for me. But I had a #1 song on MediaBase. So MediaBase is the company that monitors all the data from radio. And that's where Billboard gets all this information from.
Right.
So last month I actually went #1 for my song "Put on Your Wings."
Congratulations!
Thank you. But when you're doing things like that, going to different shows and doing y'all know who Dr. Bobby Jones from Bobby Jones Gospel from back in the day.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I did his show this year. I did John P. Key's conference. I won 3 awards this year. So they looking at all those different things, and then like, as you're an independent artist, for me to be moving up the charts, like I beat Kurt Franklin and Tamla Mann and stuff like that on these charts, and they got a whole label, they got money behind them. Everything coming out of my own pocket. Wow. So I am the label, if you want to say that.
In a little bit, I'm going to want to play one of your videos, and you will get, if you on your YouTube channel, you'll see that it will come through that you are now sharing revenue from this stream. So that happens.
He's saying don't sue us. He's saying don't sue us. What he's saying.
Good, yeah. Basically, don't say it's a copyright strike. Just accept the money and just don't. But because we're doing it to promote you, so. But I'm curious about the videos. Do you? Because this is always, for me, it was never fun making videos. It feels like it's really hard to get people to get to know a song without doing a video first. And it didn't used to be that way. People would hear stuff on the radio and learn to love a song. Now a video is almost mandatory for every song. So the question is, first of all, do you produce your own videos? Do you produce and direct your own videos?
Yeah, so every video that is on there except for Atlanta, I didn't shoot it, but I shoot everything. I'm a person that's very big on doing it yourself so I can cut costs. I'm a business mind first. So I try to cut costs until I can find people that's better than me to do it. And people that's going to be like, man, look, I see what you're doing. I want to help you out. And then because if they start helping me out and they better than me, and they help push what I'm doing, it's going to just, hey man, who shot your videos? Who did this? Who did that? They did it. So, but yes, I have produced and directed and shot, edited all my videos.
Is that a chore, or is it something you enjoy doing?
So let me say it like this. I enjoy every process of creating music. I love the whole process from coming up with the beat to the lyrics to the mixing and mastering, because I mix and master, and coming up with concepts for the video and stuff like that. Now, every song, like you will see me, the videos I have, songs I have videos for, I only shoot videos for if I have a concept for it. So if nothing will come from it, I ain't gonna shoot a video for it. Like a lot of times, if I shoot I already see a video for it in my mind.
Right.
And
That's really difficult, right? And because sometimes it can be overdone. Sometimes it's just lip syncing the lyrics. But country music was really pitiful at this for a long time, where they would try to do like everything had to be literal according to the lyrics. They were doing a little movie based on the lyrics of the song, and it turned out it wasn't a really good movie. The lyrics, so you know that whole the concept of doing something uniquely visually appealing, it could be a challenge in some ways. So you know what, so now do you enjoy being performing in the videos?
Yeah, to me, that's outside of the storyline of the videos. And to be honest with you, a lot of these videos I have that I done recently, they really just performance shots and B-roll.
Yeah.
So they don't really have it. I'm just bringing energy so that you can listen to the song and get some visuals so that you can see my face. My mindset was, as long as the video is clean, it looks good, it looks decent enough to where it can hit that threshold of, man, look like somebody professionally shot this. Like, I'm cool, because it's just me. I ain't trying to I'm only one person. I can't kill myself trying to do all this stuff.
Yeah, let's watch just a little bit of one, and then we'll come back.
Your music will be like really popular. Look at T.
Yeah, well, yeah. There is a upside to dying if you're an artist in any medium at all. So, but you don't want to do that, because then I don't know if you know this, GD, but once you're dead, you don't care about how much money you make.
We'll find out. You go first, though. So,
all right, I will. Let me hit the go button here and see what happens.
If you only knew, yeah, the pain that I've been through. I've been down and out, counted out, and talked about. I've been beat on and cheated on. I'm trying to stay strong and just fight, but I'm lonely at night. I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck up in my head, it's lies turning into truth. That's why I'm calling on you, Lord, to pull me through. To pull me through. All you gotta do is fly. Put on your wings and just fly. Encourage yourself, and all you gotta do is fly. And put on your wings and just fly. Just fly. Encourage yourself. Encourage yourself. Encourage yourself to fly. Encourage yourself. Encourage yourself. Encourage yourself. Yourself. All you gotta do is believe in That's why I'm calling on you, Lord, to pull me through. To pull me through. All you gotta do is fly. Fly. Put on your wings and just fly. Fly. Encourage yourself, and all you gotta do is fly. And put on your wings and just fly.
All right.
Just fly. Encourage yourself. Encourage yourself. Encourage yourself. To fly. Encourage yourself. Encourage yourself. Encourage yourself. Yourself. All you gotta do is believe in yourself and never give up. Stand on God's word.
Beautiful, beautiful, man. I love it. Do you do that now? The production of all that music now, it starts off very minimalistic, like a keyboard and it's got some echoes on it. It's really pretty stuff. Do you do all that production?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you learn that? I hate to say self-taught because nobody is really self-taught. Everybody gets help from somewhere. But did you go to school for music, or did you learn by listening and watching people you admire?
I learned by ear, listening by ear. Just being a critical listener. Like what I mean by that is like, it was like a year. It was like probably like 2005. I went to Job Corps. If anybody know what Job Corps is, I went to Job Corps and I was on campus in Albany, Georgia, and while everybody was out playing after class or whatever, I'd be in my dorm room and I had my laptop and I'd be trying to make beats like all my favorite producers. Like, okay, what are they doing? How they getting their drums to sound a certain way? Like from Kanye to Lil Jon to Dr. Dre to Timbaland to Pharrell. I was trying to make all these styles of beats. And I just put a lot of hours in just trying to master how they did it. But then I had to find my own sound. Like, okay, how can I take what I learned from how they do it and put my own twist on it to make it sound like me?
So now I'm just curious, like a song like that, does it start with the beat, or you starting with just chords and melody? I mean,
every song is different. Every song, my bad, sorry to cut y'all, but every song is different. Like it just depends on, sometimes I be in a beat making mood and I just like, man, just let me just make some beats. And then I may go through like 2-3 beats. And then on the third beat, it's just like, man, a hook just come to me as I'm making the beat. So I go ahead and like, no, I need to finish this. Let me go ahead and put this down and I just build on top of that. Or sometimes I could be listening to people music and their songs inspire me. Wow. It's like, oh man, I want to make something like that. Hold up. Like, and then put my own spin on it. So like I said, it can come from all different type of ways. It's not just no one set thing. Sometimes I can just I may have a whole melody in my head and they're like, you know what? I need to put this down. Let me go see if I can recreate what I got in my mind.
Right. Now, what about the singing? Because the singing, it seems like people get upset when I talk about trained singing. It sounds like you've gone through some vocal training, but with some of those trills in there, it's like it doesn't sound like that's something that somebody who has not had any training would do.
He grew up in the church. He probably heard it all the time. Even the janitors, can do trills, man. Everybody in the church.
I agree with that. But they don't come off sounding as smooth like that without any kind of knowing what you're doing as far as vocal training. Have you had vocal training?
Yes. I had a little. And to be honest with you, I'm actually starting late to the game compared to some parents had their children starting early. vocal lessons and stuff like that. Yes, I was on the praise team at church and the choir and stuff like that, but nobody was really showing me how to really use my voice.
Yeah.
So what I used to do growing up is listening to the Tanks, trying to mimic their runs and mimic the sound. Just so the same way that the same approach I took towards production, I took it towards singing.
Very cool.
And rapping, all that, and it's like, okay, how are they in the pocket like this with rapping? It's the same thing, like, so.
Yeah. I took my first vocal lesson at 55 years old, so late in the game.
It took him that long to find a deaf teacher.
Yeah. Well, no, you know what? It took me that long to kind of get enough courage to actually sing in front of a vocal coach, because I thought they were going to say, "Get the hell out of here! take that shitty voice and get out of my room."
If you're paying them, they don't care.
Yeah, right. What about the harmonies? Are you doing all the layers?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Yeah, harmonies. Everything that you heard, everything that you seen, everything that you heard, it was all me.
So now, you're also that little black woman I saw in there?
That's my mama. So,
well, you said everything we heard, everything we seen was you.
I got you.
That's you, that little black woman, that little black kid. You have some range acting. You should be in Hollywood. You got range.
Definitely.
In the same shot. In the same shot. Like,
yeah, that's range. I'm telling you, I'm scared of you. I'm scared of you.
I got to tell you, your mom looks pretty young. Good for her.
Did she get that all the time?
Yeah,
she get all the time. And that was my nephew too.
What about performing live? What do you do when you perform live? Do you have other people supporting it? Because to do those harmonies, you need backup singers, right?
Not all the time. It'd be nice to have. It's nothing like singing with a band and having backup singers. That experience is just on another level. Yeah. But a lot of times I go to these places, I gotta have my some people call it TV track or my show track, where the lead vocals is gone, but I have the music in the background, vocals there, so that the ins and outs of the ad libs and stuff is still there, but I'm doing the lead.
Yeah,
I have to do it like that every once in a while, and that's how I gotta go sometimes. It depends on the show. It depends on, let's say somebody booking me for a show, and it depends on their budget, because if I gotta to get all that, I gotta pay these people to come. And
yeah, I hear you.
You know what I mean? So they gotta pay for that.
That's exactly why I like playing with a small band. It's just a financial stuff. It's like, you know what? We can't afford a big band. I see these people out there with 9-piece bands. I'm like, you are all making $20 a piece. That's not for me. I'll play with a 3-piece band, and at least we'll make $200 a night or whatever each, or something like that. It's all about, and so sometimes you have to struggle, like you have to sing the horn lines or string lines or whatever, and all that kind of stuff. But economics rules that for me. So I appreciate that. Now,
to this day, Parliament Funkadelic only makes $5 a piece when they do a show.
Yeah,
because they got like 400 members in Parliament Funkadelic.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to be like GD here and make it all about me, but when I was 18 years old, I played for a brief while in a defunkified orchestra, and I was the only white guy in a 40-piece band that played bass with them, and it was the period. Well, we got $4 each tonight. $4. So yeah. No,
you can't even get a nickel bag with $4, man. That's a shame.
I know, and then you're talking 1970, or even with inflation, 1975 or something. So even with inflation, it would be maybe $20 now. The texture of the music, the deep bass and all that kind of stuff. Are you doing all the mixing and then the mastering? Because the mastering is really an important part that most people leave out. Are you doing all that engineering stuff?
Yes, sir.
Wow, great stuff. I mean, the sound quality is first rate, and I love it. Now, with Spotify and Apple and all these distribution networks, do you paying real close to the attention to your analytics and knowing, are you the business person behind it, and do you have a analytical mind for managing and marketing, all that kind of stuff, or do you just put it out there and whatever happens, happens?
Okay, so you've been asking me, did I was trained in certain things, or did I go to school for this or go to school for that? So I went to Full Sail University for entertainment business.
Oh, very cool.
So I did that I went to school at 33, 32, 33. This one I actually went to college. So I was late to the game. I got my GED at 30. So I
Wow.
was late to a lot of stuff, but I went to school because that was the problem. My problem wasn't creating. I'm a creator. Like, but the problem was the business side of it, people taking advantage of me, not understanding how stuff worked, not understanding how to put things out. So one thing that school taught me is, and they shoved this down all our throat, is networking and marketing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care how good your product is, how good your show is, how good your music is, whatever that you are trying to put out to the masses. If you don't understand your target audience, if you don't know the different channels that you're going to use to promote your stuff, it doesn't even matter. It's like
Yeah.
it's just a good product that don't nobody know about. Like,
We'll get to that, Kev. Somebody wants to ask you a question, and we'll get. I just assuring them that we will get to that in just a second. But I'm not telling you. I'm not. This is not advice. This is just what occurred to me listening to you talk about that. First of all, I think you're a great role model for young people, because knowing you need to improve on something is a first very important step, but then taking action for it and going to school and saying this is where I need to improve, and actually doing that, I think a lot of people, maybe the thought will occur to them, but very few take action on it. So I think this part of the story that you're telling now should be, and again, this is not advice, but from my perspective as a marketing person who in my whole life, this is a compelling story that makes you even far more interesting, is that you understood your need to improve in these areas, and you took it upon yourself, and you made yourself a better man, a better business person, a better artist by taking action on it. So I would definitely put that in my story somewhere as part of a marketing campaign, a story behind Tremaine. You know what I'm saying?
I was definitely going to sit down with my beautiful wife, with my manager, and we're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about that. Trust me, I take everything in. I take everything in. I'm a sponge, bro.
So yeah, I very, very much appreciate all that stuff, and because the reason I asked about the Spotify and Apple analytics is a lot of the artists that we've had on do very well overseas, in places that you wouldn't think of. And, you think of America as where all the music is happening, and we care, Georgia, Ohio, whatever, California, whatever. But nobody thinks about the other markets that are out. Do you know how you do worldwide?
Yeah. So I get a lot of stuff in Ukraine, a lot of different weird places. Like, America, I do get a lot of streams here, but I get a lot of streams in other countries, a lot of other countries. So I think right now I'm like, people stream my music in like 52 countries right now.
Love
it. Which is good.
Yeah.
And majority of my listeners, it's almost like an even split, but women kind of take the cake when it come down to my top listeners of out of gender. Like, I think 52%
Yeah.
for women. So it's pretty close.
Wow, very cool. Because it just stuns me sometimes when I see, like, on our radio, on iHeartRadio, we had 32% of our listeners in Bulgaria. I was like, on one particular program, and I was just like, well, I can't imagine how that happened. Like, only people in Bulgaria, just
Bulgarians. Yeah.
Somebody shared it over there on their social media, whatever. It's always surprising me. And how do you figure out how to replicate that? Kev wants to know what digital audio workstation you use. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I love that question. I love talking about the studio stuff. But I call myself a $2 person. So I do my production in FL because that's what I started off with. And I do all my recording, mixing, and mastering in Studio One. I love Studio One. I was in Pro Tools first. I know some people probably like, man, you love Pro Tools, go to Studio One. I love Studio One. I love the workflow of it. I'm a big workflow person. So I'm gonna go. It's gonna be helpful for me to be able to create faster.
Yeah.
And I just love it. I just love Studio One. I love the sound of it. I love what it does.
Yeah, I'm a Logic guy, and I used to have Pro Tools, and I'm not sure Pro Tools is the state of the art thing that everybody uses anymore. For a while, that was the thing, but
Yes.
they were what do they call that? Where you had to use their interface and all.
Oh
A lot
yeah,
of
the
yeah.
it's not it was the inbox. No, inbox was it was something.
Yeah, proprietary, whatever.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, I like to be able to use different things. I'm basically a Logic guy, but I like to use Cubase. I like to use a lot of different things every once in a while. And I hate to say, well, with Pro Tools, you got to use their proprietary system. No, too closed out for me.
I
Anyway.
think like Logic, I do use Logic, but only time I use Logic when I have artists send me sessions from Logic. So what I normally would do is just try to like send me the stems, but they send me the session and it's in Logic. I just do everything in Logic because I know how to use Logic. So it's just like I was using Logic before Studio One.
Yeah.
But Studio One just to me, and a lot of people don't really. They kind of try to crap on it a little bit. I guess they don't like how it look. I guess.
You know what? It works for you. That's my whole thing is with that tools and stuff like that. If you're comfortable using it, the final product you get out of it, no matter what I think of Studio One, I can't produce a track like we just heard in Logic. If I started right now from the start, if it works for you, and you can produce that level of good. Who cares what I think about it? Right? It works for you. You're putting out some amazing sounding work. So good for you, and that's all that matters in the end. What about and this is watch Gigi's face go from normal to a frown when I say this. AI as a tool, AI music as a tool. Are you using any kind of AI in any way?
To be honest with you,
look, it went to a smile. I wasn't expecting that. Something's wrong.
So lately, I have been using AI as a tool, as a tool.
Right.
Suno is super dope. When it comes to music, I love using Grok. Certain things that just help me speed up my workflow.
Yeah.
And I try to share this with people. Like, I still work a full-time job, so people see, oh man, you on the radio, you doing this. Even people at my job, they be blown away. Like, you on the radio, they playing you doing this, and you here. I'm like, it ain't paying the bills like that. I do this because this is a passion. I love it, and I want to help people. But I use my music as a marketing tool to display all my other skill sets. But I use AI and to help to speed up my workflow, man. And if it's something that can, like, let's say, like, for example, if I'm making a beat and like, man, I really wish I had some dope trumpets or something on here. I wish I had a trumpet player. Okay, put the beat in Suno, and now with Suno's studio, guess what? I can like put a prompt in this section of the song, give me this type of trumpet with this type of effect on it, and this, and they give me a bunch of different versions. I just pick. All right, that's hard. Boom, it's mine. I paid for it.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Like,
this is a conversation I have almost daily with people about. They don't understand how somebody who is already a musician and a producer like yourself can use it as a tool, because there are so many people who are just going out there and say, Suno, create me a song about my girlfriend, and here's her name, and put it in there. And there's a big difference between that and the way you're using it. And I have total respect for musicians, producers who know what they're doing, know exactly how to use it like a tool, as opposed to just using it as a complete do it for me type of.
You know what though, like, and this is what I was kind of sharing with my wife the other day, because I get asked this question all the time about AI. And, so I was telling my wife, I said, what's the difference when you got a bunch of writers in the studio and everybody bouncing off ideas and lyrics and melodies, and then you go with that. With Suno, it kind of cut everybody else out. Not saying that I still love the human aspect of stuff, but let's say I make a beat and I put the beat in Suno, and I put some lyrics in there, and Suno gonna give me different ways, different type of melodies to say this stuff. I mean, because sometimes, like as a creator, I just have my way of doing stuff. That's the reason why you want other writers or other people to write songs, because you get a different sound, a different flavor of how you can sing it. It been times I sung stuff that Suno pushed out. It pushed me as a singer. I'm like, dang, I don't know how to word in these notes like this, but let me find a way. Let me. Okay, look, I need to work, and it really made me want I need a vocal coach. It's like I'm not as dope as I thought I was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though I know it's the computer, but still, it's just like I done heard humans sing like this though.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm saying?
appreciate that completely. Yes,
I'm not opposed to using AI as a tool, but for me, what's missing for me is, even when it comes to just a simple note that's being sung, or even a simple riff that's being played, usually with a musician, there's an experience or some kind of warmth or emotion attached to that riff, and that's in there. AI does not have that emotion, so it's lacking feeling. It'll give you the beat you need, and it'll imitate something else. So it'll give you variations, and then you pick the variation that you feel works with you.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, but it was not created from feeling. Now you're just using your feeling to pick the one that you like, but it was not created with feeling or from feeling. It's just imitating someone else's feelings, and I'm not opposed to using it as a tool. I just like the human contact, the human emotions, and the human contribution, And let's face it, I don't have many friends, so that's the only time I get to talk to people.
No, that's fine. Let me ask you this question though, because if I don't know how much if you in music or not, but like people buy loop packs, sample packs all the time.
I don't,
but people do. It's a
thing forever. Long before AI was a thing, people were doing that. Absolutely.
And so, the crazy thing is, a lot of times people are buying and using the same samples,
right,
all the time. And you kind of take away to manipulate this sample to make it how you want it to sound. Now, like, okay, let me put a flanger or a choruser. Let me chop it up. Let me do some stuff to make it unique, right? Now, but the same process of me picking from AI, like they're giving me different examples of things to pick from when they generate whatever. I'm doing the same thing, a process of elimination when I'm going through a sample pack. Like,
right.
This right here, this does something to me. And one thing about music is very subjective. So what I may deem as hot, man, this does something to me. You may hear like, man, I don't like that. That sounds weird.
Oh, yeah.
But to me, it's like, so you don't see, they're just like somebody taking some trash and then they make a whole picture out of a bunch of trash, and you step back and like, dang, that's that, because you can't see their creativity, what they're hearing in their brain when they hear, oh, I know what I can do with that. Like, you know what I mean? And so I try to like be as open. Hey, I ain't going nowhere. But what I will say is one thing I have noticed, I could be wrong, but every time something new come out, you want to be on when it first come out. Then when everybody on it, then they start putting all the laws, rules, regulations on it, and now you trying to play catch up, and they on to something else now. So right now, AI ain't going nowhere. This is the time to figure out, okay, how can I get the best prompts? How can I do this? Because now people can come to you like, hey man, how you using this? The way that you're using it. Oh, I got this. This is what you know what I mean? Now people can, you know what I mean, pay you to use these prompts, to use your style. It just, like I said, it's a tool, bro. Like it's just so many ways to look into this stuff.
Oh, I love you. You're my new favorite artist.
Appreciate it. I hope I'm his favorite artist.
No, I absolutely, because I've been saying this for so long now. With the AI stuff, people don't realize that they've been listening to loops and drum machines and sequences over and over, and they never got upset about it until they put a label on it called AI. But all that stuff was less technologically advanced AI, and in the end of it, drum machine sequences and all that stuff is programmed music. But if there's an artist behind it using it as a tool, then it's a reflection of that artist's creativity, his creation, her creation, whatever you want. And if the art and if the end product makes you feel something, it touches your heart, then it gives you value in your life, and that's the bottom line. Do you get value from it? Yes, you do. In a lot of cases.
Let me add something to this. I love this conversation because it just has some other people's perspective on it. A lot of times I'm just talking to me and my wife or whatever, but I'm by myself too. I don't have a lot of people around me. But the thing is, man, like when you think about it, I don't know if y'all remember, it was a time when I said I use FL Studio, right? That was the first DAW I started using to make beats in, right? And that was like that was Fruit of Loops 3 at the time. So this how old it is. Yeah. So Fruit Loops 3, and when I'm making beats on there, I still hear musicians had the same type of conversation that they having with this AI stuff. Man, you ain't no real producer, you ain't no real beat maker, you ain't playing no instruments, you doing everything on the computer. Now guess what? FL Studio is like one of the industry standards now. People are using FL to produce in.
Yeah.
Like all the time now. Yeah. Like you can't find somebody that's not using FL because it's a whole nother generation of people that's coming up. And it's always been those. I seen it in church.
Yeah.
Like I seen it in church, man. Like people used to their old way of how they had church in church, but then now you get a younger generation. They want to do rap. They want to change the style up. Oh, you are the world. No, I'm not. It's just like all things come from God. God created all of it. He created everything. People just perverted. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So at the end of the day, I'm just using what God given me, put in my possession to use, and I'm trying to use it the best way I can, the right way I can, and just be creative. But people always gonna have something. People don't like change. Yeah. They don't like change. Yeah. So as soon as something new come up, I see it at work. I'm a manager, so I deal with employees, stuff like that. As soon as I come with something new to bring a transition in, we finna implement this. People they stuck to the way that they like to do it. So they're like, man, oh man, and I get it. But AI is not affecting music; it's affecting human resources. It's affecting everything because people are losing their jobs. Because people are trying to, okay, how can we use this to save more money, put more money in our pocket to automate? Okay, so now this is one like great thing that God put in all of us is to learn how to adapt. Okay, how can we create something to counteract this? And so even though this ain't going nowhere, how can we be able to create something or use this to be able to still be relevant? Yeah. We us as humans, we adapt all the time.
Yeah, there's fear in it. This is what Sunshine is commenting on right now. It says it's a perception, something people feel uncomfortable about. There is some kind of fear that AI is just gonna corrupt our music or just ruin it and whatever, or just in general, just the fear that AI is gonna take over and replace humans in some way.
Well, I think that's more of the I don't think people care about being replaced as long as they're getting paid and they don't lose their job. Okay. To be honest, and I understand that, but also there's going to be a few people making billions of dollars off of AI, and then the rest of us paying to use their AI. Yep. Okay. And I think that's it. I think that's what bugs me. That's one of the things that bugs me about it. Again, I've gotten over the fact that you don't have to be a pure musician to make music. I got over that back in the 80s,
Yeah. Well, that's kind of my perspective on it, is that the same kind of things that you just voiced about AI. People were saying, well, there are going to be Lindrums. There's going to be only like a few people who know how to program a Lindrum, and all these drummers are going to be out of work, and all these studio producers are going to be out of work. And then at some point, everybody said, yeah, that they started picking up on it, and so it wasn't just Giorgio Moroder programming Lindrum. Sooner or later, every producer was doing it. So
and see, now at least back when we played, because as a musician, when we got on stage, I mean, when our band had a drummer, when our band didn't have a drummer, there was a certain amount of theatrics that went with having a drummer.
Mm-hmm.
And when we lost that drummer, we still had to have that theatrics. We just couldn't be 3 musicians and a drum machine. We had to be theatrical. And that was my job, because the other 2 guys weren't very theatrical at all. So, it's.
I understand what you're saying too. And because now you're talking about AI from a live perspective, so that's a whole nother thing. If that's where you was going with it, but AI in the studio is one thing, but still, even with that, like I hear some of the stuff that AI does with drums, right? I'm gonna just use the drums that you said. AI does some amazing things with drums. I'm like, dang, that don't almost sound real, but then it's still something about the authenticity of somebody playing the actual drums, or actually playing the keys, because the sound that you get. So with Suno Studio, you can get all the stems. They sound cool, but they still sound like it's artifacts in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's nothing like having a real keyboard and it sounds coming from this, or even from a VST. I remember this sounds better than a VST. It sounds warmer. It sounds way more fuller. It sounds more analogish. It's analog, and then versus, you know what I'm saying? So with the AI stuff, it's doing some amazing stuff, but you gotta figure out, okay, how did I get this ugly frequency that's popping up in all these sounds out? I'm telling for somebody that use it sometimes to do what I gotta do. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I wish I had somebody come in here, and this is dope. Wish I had somebody come in and replay this.
Right.
Like, so it's all, I feel like it's always gonna be room for somebody to have that human element. Like, somebody's gonna be able to make some money, but this is for somebody that, look, I can't play every instrument.
Yeah.
I'm not Ryan Leslie that can go in there or Prince that can go in there and pick up every instrument and play it, and it sounds perfect. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have people that this is for that person that don't know how to make beats.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? But they wanna make a song, because everything is not about the singing. It's about just make beats too. So some people like, man, like, I just get it just for the beats.
On the same token, though, it's evolving. It started Suno, and by the way, Suno's not sponsoring this, but I'm going to approach them. Maybe they should sponsor this program. But it started for people who knew nothing about music so they could create songs. But then musicians said, you know what, this could be useful. And then now it's evolving into a tool where you can upload your riffs, you can upload beats and stuff and melodies and all that kind of stuff. So it's evolving as a tool for musicians, and more than just just something out there that's a novelty for people who know nothing about music to make songs. So to me, I love that. Anything that gives musicians more options, more creative tools, more inspiration, I'm all for that. So
now, I'm not going to lie. There's a part of me that it's just automatically, I just want to go against the grain. So as soon as people,
we've noticed that.
Yes. No, I mean, look, when I was growing up and people had afros, I shaved my head. When people was going with a shaved head, I was going an afro.
I never had an afro.
Well, I'm just saying. So when it came to music, when I started performing music and playing music, when people were expecting me and wanted me to do one thing, I said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm doing this. And
but even now, I'm against the grain because I never had an afro.
Yeah. So and that's part of this because, look, I am not that talented. I am really creative, but I'm not that talented. And the thing that made me stand out was that I was different and genuine. So even if someone goes like, one of the best drummers I ever played with. One of the best drummers I ever played with. When he quit the band, he went over to the bass player and he goes, "Phil, you're phenomenal. You're a great bass player." And he says, the keyboard player, "Doug, you're fantastic. You're wonderful." And he goes, "Glenn, you suck. I don't know what you're doing with those guitars. You suck." He says, you don't sound like anybody." He says,
"Was his name Matt?"
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was his name Matt?
Style,
I don't know.
any style. Just do it. Because you're just all over the fucking place. And I went, okay. And because I knew the bass player and the keyboard player both liked what I did. Mm-hmm. And they picked me because of the way I did it. Mm-hmm. And then 5 years later, that same drummer, I'm in a restaurant having dinner with my then girlfriend. He walks by and he goes, "Glenn, I owe you an apology." I goes, "What are you talking about?" He goes, 5 years ago, I told you sucked. I said you didn't sound like anybody. You were all over the fucking place. He goes, "Now listen to the radio and I hear other guitars attempting to do what you were doing back then. And I'm sorry." He goes, "You just ahead of the curve." And I mean, that meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
But he fucked up the band by quitting. Because once he quit, we went to the drum machine and we were never the same. Mm-hmm. We needed that bastard, but that's beside the point. But I'm just saying, it's just sometimes, even as flawed as I am as a musician, I prefer my flawedness to the perfection of what AI can bring you. That's all.
And I'm with you. Like I said, I see both sides of it. I definitely see both sides of it. It's nothing like being able to come there and really get that, like on the keys, you got that human emotion and how we hit them keys a certain way, hit them chords a certain way. Now, yes. AI can replicate it, but let's say AI does something, but like I want this. It's something about I can go back and add it myself to. It's just a little different, but for what it does a great job. And it can be used. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I can take it, manipulate it, take a piece of it, do this, do that. I can take the thing, rearrange the whole. It's so much I can do. It's just like me having loops and samples. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, it's real dope. Like I said, it just depends on what you need it for. And it's not just with the music stuff. It's with just Chat GPT or anything else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, look, it's really like having a personal assistant in your pocket, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
I know my keyboard player was classically trained. And I mean classically trained, like in the classical music. And I'm not classically trained. I am a self-taught keyboard player. I mean, I've had some lessons in elementary school, like they teach everybody, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And so simple pieces I can do like that. But when it comes to faster pieces, I reduce myself down to 4 fingers, four fingers and a thumb, and that's it. But that's how I play. But because it gives me a different fingering. So when we went into the studio, and I had the piece written out. I wrote out the score, and my keyboard player goes, and he's trying. He goes, "This doesn't quite work." He goes, "I hear the sound, but my fingers don't do that." And then I played it for him like this, and he goes, "No, the fucking one." He goes, "You play it. You play it," because he played like you're supposed to play, So right. Like I said, with my flaws, I prefer my flaws to some of the perfection that's out there.
I'm happy that you said that, man. I'm sorry. I know I don't know where this conversation is going, but I'm happy that you said that, because as a creator, sometimes, people want you. They feel like their standard is the standard, and I feel like God created all of us unique, all of us different. And one thing I pray when I pray to God, ask God for unlimited creativity. Just give me unlimited creativity. I want to be able to see this phone and see creativity with it. Like, how can I be creative with it? Like, you know what I mean? It's not just music, with anything, right. But sometimes people try to put you in a box. Like, I rap and I sing, right? I do gospel, but I do R&B. I want to do music, but people try to put you in a box. And one thing God told me, he said, you got free reign to do music, as long as your music ain't tearing down my kingdom. So as long as I'm not tearing down, I can do whatever I want. But people try to put you in a box. Like, I'm on the radio, got songs, got Put on Your Wings. That song that went #1, and I had another song on the radio called Righteous. It's a rap song. I got a bunch of rappers on it, and so people didn't know, so they don't know what category to put me in. So all these awards that I won this year, I won 2 Avidity Awards and the Kingdom Image Awards, and Emerging Artist of the Year and Rap Artist of the Year. But my #1 song is an R&B song. It's like an R&B to put on your wings song. But they like, no, you probably need to stick to more of this. But people like the rap stuff. The rap stuff was doing things on its own without me putting no money behind it. But people try to put you in a box and just like, I just want to be different. Like, I really want to be different. I want to have a rap song out and an R&B song out at the same time. That makes sense. Like, and don't just like, I want to just do it. Like, and people I just want to do good music. And I feel like right now we in a space where you can just put music out and people just they're gonna like you to like you. But I think the problem is when you start talking marketing and okay, what's your target audience? And it's just like, because this group may not like, but I want people that's like me. They not just like the genre or style. I like Tremaine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the platform that God gave me, that's the platform he gave me. Everybody got some type of influence, some type of platform. And so if whoever's for me is for me. I just want to do it, man. Like, but I feel you, just like being going against the grain.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your perspective on all this stuff. Now, I just want, because time is short here, just kind of, do you write an album, or do you one song at a time? Have you ever done like, I want to put out a collection of songs that all go together in an album format, or does it come to you one song at a time?
A lot of times, if I'm putting together an album, it's theme based. So I'm creating songs that go towards a theme for the album. So, but I do create songs, and sometimes I may create a song, and I'm like, you know what, that song fits this project. Let me put it on here, you know. But for the most part, I try to, when I'm in that album mode or creating a album, I'm focusing in on the theme or whatever the theme is.
So now I want to tell people that your website is in the description there. It's going across the bottom. People should go there and check you out, TremaineLong.com. And I hope people will support you. I really appreciate you coming on. I love your perspective on the stuff. Put on Your Wings. It's a phenomenally sounding record, and congratulations on all your success. And we wish you continued success. And
come back to promote any future work you're doing.
Yeah, you're welcome back anytime. Anytime you drop a new song,
not anytime. You can't come back tomorrow. We won't be here. But anytime other than tomorrow.
Or New Year's Day.
Or New Year's Day. But other than those 2 days, you can come back.
Easter.
Or Easter, yeah. So
okay.
yeah.
Or Christmas. Okay.
There's about 10 days you're not welcome back. But the other 355, you know.
Hey, listen. I got y'all. I really like. I ain't know what I'm gonna get into when I got onto it. When I got on it, but it really was a grown man, but things that I feel like we like to talk about type stuff. But it was a good conversation, man. And I really enjoyed you guys. You guys are funny. Y'all got great personality. I love it. So I really enjoyed myself.
Well, we appreciate it. Merry Christmas, and thank you for all you brought to this program this morning, and wish you great success. And I'm not kidding. I really love your music, and you've made a fan of me. So you got at least one fan here today. It looks like Heavy Kev has also become a fan of yours. So you know what? A couple of fans at a time, and we'll build a whole army of fans for you. So thank you for being here. Merry Christmas, and have a great day. Bye.
Have a blessed one. All right, see y'all later.
Take care now.
Tremaine Long. We're going to come to our next guest in a minute, but Heavy Kev wants to see GD with an afro. And you know what? I hate to disappoint our fans, so this is why I'm already with it. There you go. GD with an afro.
Okay.
It looks like a hat, to be honest with you. It looks like
I do actually, I couldn't find the picture that I wanted, but I do have this one. I'm the dark-skinned one in the middle.
Yeah, that's not like an afro though. I mean, I'm thinking like, remember Room 222, Jason, the bad kid. He had this afro that was like, you know, it was.
Excuse me, now you're just talking size. It's still an afro. An afro is a style, not a size.
I know, but
it's not like you.
All right, I'm a size matters man.
Well, I'm sorry.
Where are you? I don't.
You're going to disappoint a lot of people.
Bottom one. You're not in the bottom one at all.
I'm in both.
No.
What it is we took the top picture was.
You're the white guy over on the right.
Huh?
With the glasses. You're the white guy over on the right with the glasses on the bottom.
The top one is us back in like 1980, and the bottom picture was us like 5 years ago.
Wow.
You know.
All right.
And we just tried to recreate that picture.
Wow. Oh, so it's the same guys?
Yeah.
Wow. So you're in the middle. That doesn't look like bad lighting. I can't see the face. It just looks like some guy.
Yeah, and,
right,
and because my head is tilted up, the afro looks a little bit smaller, but not much smaller. I didn't have a huge afro.
All right. Beef's with us. Our next guest is going to be here and is here now. I'm going to introduce him. I just have to get it queued up. Good morning, Mr. Beef.
Sorry, I was just laughing at that picture of GD. I always wondered what happened to 2D after she grew up.
Yeah. Our next guest is here. Are you ready to meet another musician, producer, singer, songwriter, rapper? Pete Neal, known professionally as Rocky Neal. Rocky. Hey, Rock, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Rocky. Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my head.
I wonder if Rocky's even old enough to know Rocky.
He probably doesn't know that Rocky. He probably knows the other Rocky.
Yeah.
Cut me, Mickey. Cut me, Mickey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pete Neal, known professionally as Rocky Neal, is an American rapper originally from Brooklyn.
Nice.
Give it up for Brooklyn. Come on. Brooklyn, New York City. He moved to South Carolina. What's going on in South Carolina with his 8 older brothers? 8 older brothers to go to school, but always went back to Brooklyn periodically. He later started rapping, but kept his talents from people so he wouldn't receive rejection. I'm a man of my own heart here.
With 8 older brothers, he probably went back to Brooklyn so he can get a full meal.
Probably, yeah. Or also, 8 older brothers will.
You guys are okay, but I'm going to go visit grandma because I can get a 3-course meal. I don't have
It's difficult enough having one older brother. I mean, when you're younger, then oh God, what the hell 8 older brothers must be.
Well, he didn't even say that he didn't say he was the youngest. He just said he had 8 older brothers.
Well, he said 8 older brothers, right? So
he's
younger than 8 of them. He might have a few. Yeah,
and he could have. And he could also have sisters as well. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
his life may be rougher than I think.
All right, I'm introducing the man. Was I? He later kept his talents from people so he wouldn't receive rejection from other people because of his style being different. He one day said, "Forget it." Forget It met rap artist Cassidy and became inspired. He made a single called Too Smooth and later entered into his first performance, coming in first place for Coast to Coast artist performance on 7/11, 2019. He's here now. Let's say hello to Rocky. Wait, we lost Beef. What happened? Good morning, Rocky.
Good morning, fellas. How y'all feeling?
Do you know Rocky the Flying Squirrel? That reference that we were.
Yeah, that's where they got Rocky and Bullwinkle from, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good morning, and thank you for being here. I'm going to put up your URL to your Spotify page. I have it here. So, just what part of Brooklyn?
Brownsville, over there in Duffalo Projects, stayed some in Canarsie off East 92nd and Foster, but I was born in Crown Heights.
Wow. My family's from East New York, which is
it's right there. That's cool. That's close by Brownsville.
Yeah. So now that's a thriving artist community. Are you still in South Carolina? Because it seems to me there's so much creativity going on in Brooklyn. That's a place you want to be right now. No?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the connections and everything is there, but I'm still in South Carolina. I wouldn't dare move back to New York though.
Oh, all right. Yesterday we talked to a rapper in South Carolina. It seems like there's a hip hop community now. I mean, the music scene for hip. I would be surprised because I think of South Carolina is a very racist, very like white supremacist state. I would not think hip hop music would be big down there. But it seems like we're hearing from more and more rap artists down there. Is there a thriving?
This is the second one this
hip-hop?
week from South Carolina.
Yeah, second one this week, and I got a list of them scheduled for the next 7 months. A lot of them.
Yeah, it's moving and grooving. It's just no major labels here, so it gets skipped over as far as like looking for looks. But for the most part, everybody on the independent side is pretty much understanding how the industry is working and stuff like that. So
right. Do you produce your own like you from scratch, like with the artist we just had on is his own producer. He starts with the beats himself. He does all that stuff himself. He engineers it all himself. Do you do that, or you have a team of people that you work with?
I got a team of people I work with, but as far as like the formatting of my songs and stuff like that, I'm totally like doing all that myself. Like I want it this way, I want it that way, I want it this way, I want it that way. I don't let nobody just record me and just go ahead about your business.
The lyrical content of what you do, is it? I keep asking these same questions, but it's important to me because I want to see. We talked about like the early days of rap music when it was, socially conscious in a lot of ways. Is the lyrical content? Do you write about women and money, or do you write about like the stuff that goes on in the world?
Right, I see what you're saying. So I'm a versatile artist. So I may have some songs where I'm just like talking, just talking braggadocious rap, or I may just be like speaking in regards of some type of substance or something like that. If that's what you're asking, do I tell stories, songs? Yeah, I got like 3 songs right now that I named after people. So the most latest song that I named, Jonah Neal, is my daughter. I pretty much made that song in regards of parenthood because that's my first child. I got a song called Victor Glover. That's my homeboy that got shot and killed. I got a song called Shamel Williams. He actually jumped off the roof of a building in Brooklyn and killed himself.
Whoa! All right, we just got banned from YouTube now.
Unalived itself.
yeah. No, for some reason, any reference to that kind of unalived, YouTube gets really upset about that. I don't get it. But you could say anything else on there, but now the team of people you work with, is it the same people all the time, like the people who are producing, who doing the engineering and all that kind of stuff, or do you work with different people from time to time?
Yeah, it's for the most part the same people, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to learn how to actually use the software myself. I actually learned a few years back, but I want to learn a few more things so I can perfect the craft.
Yeah, we were talking a lot about that and all the kind of tools that are available to people. Yeah, you know what? Do you have any background with any instruments or any of that kind of stuff, or you just come straight from the rapper perspective on it? Do you play any music instruments?
No, I used to play percussion in high school, but I don't play any musical instruments as of now.
All right. It's interesting to me that people who you don't necessarily need to know how to play an instrument to program a beat or any of that kind of stuff. You really just and people were talking about, do you know music theory? I think anybody that can create music knows music theory, whether they have formal training in it or not. Talk about influences, people who you listen to, who kind of influenced your sound.
Absolutely. I'm a huge fan of Michael Jackson, Lauryn Hill, Jay-Z, of course, Biggie, DMX, Fabulous.
Wow.
I'm a Beyonce fan. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I got a wide range of people that I listen to for like inspiration. I could go on some Mick Jagger and find something in music that I like. I just got an ear.
So when you're performing, do you dance like Mick Jagger and Beyonce? Is that
I ain't got the Mick Jagger. No, I ain't got the Mick Jagger moves. I can dance a little bit though, but I'm not gonna do that while I'm rapping.
No. Do you perform live, or are you just doing studio work?
Yeah, I perform live. I recently, the most latest performance that I did, we opened up for Kevin Gates, Sexy Red, NLE Chopper, Jeezy at the Pavilion in North Carolina.
Nice. That's a pretty good size venue.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good venue.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I ought to open my horizons a little bit. When you say North Carolina, I'm just thinking all I see is just like people in white hoods.
Depends on the part.
Depends where you're at, man.
Actually civilized parts of North Carolina.
Yeah, there's Raleigh, Durham, all those. There's a lot of there's a lot of good spots.
What's left of Asheville because of the flooding? There was a good chunk of flooding.
Yeah. So now when you perform live, do you have like backup singers and a band, or are you just doing it with tracks and stuff?
Track with a DJ.
Wow. So you're up there. So you understand the perspective of a stand-up comedian. You're up there alone, right? Just you and a microphone.
Yeah.
You got a DJ.
Well, the DJ doesn't get seen though. The DJ is behind the scenes, right?
Believe it or not, the DJ sometimes be bigger than the artist.
Yeah. No, I believe that absolutely. So now, have you gotten terrestrial radio airplay, and does that matter?
Yeah, I Too Smooth got BDS spins. Excuse me. One got BDS spins. Them the only two so far got radio spins.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to me like, and maybe it's just because I'm out of touch and an old man, but it doesn't seem to me that radio matters anymore. I don't know anybody that listens to terrestrial radio. If they'll go to Spotify, Pandora, whatever.
Well,
Apple Music.
Me personally, I think radio matters. It differentiates from a star in a upcoming artist. Like if you're an upcoming artist, radio may not be the lane for you right now, but later on it will, because once you become a household name, people are gonna want to keep hearing you and want to keep hearing you. And that's when you put the face to the name and stuff like that. So like some things from back then still stands and it's still law at the end of the day. That's just like when people be like, digital or analog's still gonna give you the best sound. That's why when you ask if I play instruments and stuff like that, I don't play any instruments in regards of in my music and stuff. I would love to, but as of now, not right now.
Do you do a lot of collaborations with other artists? Because it's somehow on your Spotify page, I was clicking on things and it was taking me to like Rocky Neal and somebody else who I wasn't familiar with. Do you do a lot of collaborations with other artists?
I don't do a lot of collaborations. Most of my collaborations is with a producer named Ocean Lush. That's who pretty much was engineering and recording me. I got a few other features, but it's not that many. What I'm trying to do is pretty much build my name up before I can, pull people up.
Gotcha. I want to share one of you, just a little sampling of your music for people to get to know you a little bit. I want a tune I was listening to. Just where is the Spotify list? Window. Oh, Chrome tab. Here you go. Song I was listening to early this morning, and it's called War Ready, and we'll listen to a little bit, and then maybe we'll talk about it a little bit. Let me see.
Right.
Here I come, motherfucker. Here I am, nigga. Who the fuck gonna take some? Bitch, nigga. I put you in the grave, I'm a ditch digger. Here's the kicker, I'ma kick niggas right in their face if they talk shit or disrespect this nigga. I dare niggas like a buck though. This how you gotta move on a hunt though. Put that tape on the camera at your front door. Running your house, the fuck you think I got a gun for? Huh? You about to find out. I don't give a fuck if that's your hideout. And I don't give a fuck if that's your mom house, nigga. Duct tape your auntie what my guys bout, nigga. Jack of all trade, man, I got one trick. Shooting like wanted, boy, I got gun tricks. Catch you while you eating with your bitch. Who you lunch with? Leave them sticking next to each other. We really skunk shit. We don't care what you done did. On your shirt, it be the same color as rum is. Huh? I put some hollows in your pumpkin. And you can't get a credit, I don't front shit. Fuck, nigga. Who the fuck want war, nigga? Huh? Who the fuck want war, nigga? I'm outside with the gun, not the sword, nigga. Huh? Who the fuck want war, nigga? Yeah. Who the fuck want war, nigga? Huh? Who the fuck want war, nigga? I'm outside with the gun, not the sword, nigga. Who the fuck want war, nigga? The pump is up like Reebok. We don't give a fuck who he shot. Slow the fuck down, you can catch a speed knot. Or they gon' reminisce over you like Pete Rock. Your bitch Dougie, I'm fresh, she beatbox. See what I did there, let's get clear.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
The bullshit you niggas telling my dreams. Really, I'm bout cream. Pull up, stuck to the spot, no high beams. That's what your ass get for fucking with fine teams.
We get it.
With them bitches and making online memes. Really, they just here for the.
All right. Let me just say, you set me up there for getting an ass kicking. If I walk around on the street and I'm singing that as a white guy, I'm gonna get beat up.
Well, you can't sing that unless you're ready for war, nigga.
Yeah, war ready.
You can't say it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Matt, but I just that's my new walkout song for comedy.
I'm gonna walk around the streets of East New York, Brooklyn, and just sing that song out loud. And I'll report back from the hospital on Monday.
It's interesting you played that song. I actually made that song for the 50th year of hip hop. So if you hear the some of the innuendos in the song, it gets the sample of Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
And it has, when I come in, I say the hoo-ah, like Buster. I got the tell you how to move in a room full of. I got that tone in there, and then later on, pump it up from. So like I specifically did that song for 50th year of hip hop. A couple people didn't catch it though, but.
Very cool. I appreciate that. And you know, just it was weird. Like after I played that song this morning, I went on YouTube and immediately got a old video of a guy analyzing Joe Rogan apologizing for a compilation of him using that word over and over and over again. and it's like, was he telling that it was a psychologist, a body language expert, saying, was he being sincere in his apology, and how. Because he's saying, I recognize now that white people can never say that in any context. It's like if I'm singing that song, I mean, that's a context. It's part of the song. I'm not. I got to N-word all that. I can't N-word all that.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. So does that come into your thinking when you obviously you just let it fly there, but do you give any consideration to that kind of like who's going to be listening to this and can they sing along with it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have I actually have some songs where I'm not even saying the word at all. Like I said, I'm a versatile artist. I got a song called Bestie with my producer, and it's like it has an undertone of like country pop. Like if you listen to it, you'd be like, this sounds like a totally different artist from what I just heard. I got some R&B tracks. Like, yeah, I definitely take into context who's gonna be listening to the song.
Yeah. Now, because we talked about radio, and you think that's important with all the F-bombs in there. That definitely would not make it on terrestrial radio.
No.
Yeah. Do you have stuff that would? It's clean enough for terrestrial radio, like no F-bombs at all, or bleeped
at least
out.
2 songs, right? At least 2 songs. Right? He's got 2.
Yeah, I got a wide range of songs. So if you was to play like if you was to play some of the R&B tracks, or if you was to play like the song Bestie, it may have the F-bomb a few times, but it's not like all throughout the song. It's not rap. It's just like melodic.
Gotcha. I don't see Bestie on the playlist that I have here. I'll look for it though. R&B playlist. That's what I'll get. R&B.
No, that's listen. Check out what's the name of this song? I got so many.
What I'm seeing here is only about 10.
Check out What's Your Name. If you like R&B, check out What's Your Name.
What's the name? That's the very first one. I'm gonna share this one again. So let me share it first, and then I'll hit the start button.
Okay.
StreamYard is just a pain in the ass with this stuff.
But if you listen to it, you'll be like, this is a totally different artist. It doesn't sound anything like War Ready or anything of that nature. It's like, it's really R&B.
I love the echoes on the keyboard stuff, man. I'm a trip out here.
Found you, love you, came, kinda shade, change, nay, round, games. What's your name? What's your This little pop is for Keisha. Keisha be chillin' with Shay. I can't forget about my niecey Pooh. Niecey don't know about Tay. Nina the one at her school, yo. Her cousin had put her on game. Kiwi a bad mother, watch your mouth. She don't be fucking with lanes. Lisa and Kim, they won't let me down. Can't forget Drea, that's gang. Brittany and Bria won't stand for that. And we all know Ashley don't play. Nisha like niggas that's ballers. Brandy don't like men with fame. Jasmine come through if I call her. Alexis so fine it's a shame. What's your name? I'm faded. What's your name?
I love that.
What's your name? I'm faded. What's your name? What's your name? Agent Sade and Aaliyah. Careful, they ride the boat. Gotta watch out for the Megans. They known to drive the boat. Jada, Sierra, and Destiny. Cuties, but like the smoke. Gina have fun around Pam. They funny with lots of jokes. Oh, girl wanna borrow my car. By Felicia, that's a lot of dope. Carisha go hard in Miami. Suki and JT got lots of throat. Coco keep up with the Joneses. Already got bank, she ain't got a glow. Kia pull up in the Stinger. She snatch a soul with a lot of hope. I'm faded. What's your name? I'm faded. What's your name? I'm faded. What's your name? What's your name?
Awesome track. I like it. One of the things I like most about that is the use of space between the note. And I this is something I preach to people all the time. Music is not just the notes; it's about the space between. And what's a name?
Nah, absolutely. Breath control plays a big part, because at some point while you recording this track, you got to think to yourself like, I'm going to perform this track one day, and I want to be able to breathe while I'm performing.
Yeah. Very cool use of space and rest in there, and a big part of the music experience that most people don't consider that much. And I think that really cool use there. There was a cool little syncopated drum thing where it just changed up. Reminded me of like a Dre type of intentional, where it was somebody who was not musically inclined. Was that a mistake? No, that was putting it in there intentionally, but it was like a little hiccup drum thing. Do you get involved in that at that level, or do you let your producers just come up with that?
Yeah, so like I said, I'm a very versatile artist. That track is solely for like people that like R&B, and for women for the most part. That's why I say it's a totally different track from War Ready and stuff like that. So yes, I do pay attention to who's gonna listen to the song, but that specific beat wasn't made to actually sing on. I actually had to beg the producer to let me get that beat. He made it for a dubstep beat for people to actually dance on, because he likes EDM and stuff like that.
Yeah. So now let's talk about, are you the youngest of 9 children? Is that?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you or 8 older brothers appreciate your music now?
Yeah, yeah, they love it. They love it.
I'm just
So
thinking.
do you have a song that's called "The Ass Whoopings I Took Unnecessarily"?
That's what I'm interested in. Would love to hear that song.
I ain't got none of those.
How about I got blamed for the shit that my brothers did? How about that song? You got that one?
Them motherfuckers ain't shit. Nah, I don't have none of that.
Yeah.
Okay. How about this one? I learned to run real fast because I couldn't beat their ass. How about that one? You got that one?
Coming soon to you are near you.
All right, I'll play the
I'm
game.
writing these down.
I'll play the game. How about this one? I can only eat so many boogers.
How about this? I learned to like Brussels sprouts because that's all they left me to eat.
Man, go ahead, man.
I suck at this game. I got nothing.
Did you have older brothers?
I have one, but
okay. Not anymore though. You don't have him anymore though.
No, he's my ex-older brother.
Ex-older brother.
Yeah. Very, very cool stuff. Now that whole it seems like you have a wide kind of range about stuff that you write about. Those are two extremely different tracks that we've listened to this morning.
Yeah. I got a song called L'Oreal Harvey, and it's pretty much about Michael B. Jordan. He had an instance where he ran into a woman that he went to high school with, and he overheard or seen an interview where she was like, we used to pick on him in high school and stuff like that, and like they're a little back and forth banter. But I made a song that was like talking about, oh, I wasn't this, that, and the third when I was in high school, but now I'm all that.
Very cool. Do you do any videos?
Yeah. Actually, crazy enough, I got a song called Jonah Neal. I named it after my daughter that was born in November. And I recently just did the video. I'm going to upload it sometime this week.
Did you enjoy the process of the video work? Because for some people, it feels like it's necessary to do. And for me, this is the thing that people aren't going to listen to new music without there being a video for it. And it's just like, come on, man. It's not music is not video. It's not a video medium. It's an auditorial medium. But for some reason, the MTV generation got us hooked on you need a video in order to bring people in. Did you enjoy that process of making the video?
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely enjoy making music videos. Unfortunately, a part of my team, I was trying to get a videographer on, but it's like the videographers is like it's hard to like keep them still and stuff like that. So I found somebody that I like working with. So I got a lot of songs that actually need videos, and music has always needed like videos as far as putting people together. Like the what's the name of that track? Shorty Swing My Way, KP and I forgot the name. But nobody actually knew that the girl on the hook was white. So they seen the video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you go back even further to like Video Music Box and stuff like that. People always wanted to put a face in the name. So video is definitely instrumental in music.
See, people like 3D and I grew up where people would do rock drawings in the caves and to go along with the music because there was no such thing as video. Yeah. So now, do you? And this is almost becoming a stock question though. But with like the Spotify and Apple stuff, do you know where your audience is? Because a lot of the independent artists I'm finding have like surprisingly diverse audiences in weird places around the world. You can name, I hate to call New Zealand a weird place, Bulgaria, Portugal, things like that, where you're just surprised to have fans in that area. Do you keep track of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, a lot of my fans are in Canada, London, Brazil, and of course America. But
so do you manage like to keep, because cultivating a relationship with your fan base, I think, is an important part that never used to be in the old days. And when, I'm talking about when GD and I were young men, it wasn't that important for a music artist to kind of keep in touch or have a mailing list or social media outreach to all these people. Do you manage to keep I don't know.
They did. They had fan clubs. Remember?
Fan clubs. Yeah, I was
they had
never
fan
part
clubs,
of
and usually someone was like the president of the fan club, and quite often the fan club had nothing to do with the artist unless the fan club itself became big enough.
Yeah. So now I'm getting into like posting myself more, like just being me. So the art of away from the personality is now what I'm working on. So I just got on TikTok and I'm trying to figure that out and stuff like that. What's my lane for TikTok?
It's so much more now. You have to be so much more than just an artist. You have to be a marketing person, business person, and all that stuff. It's just for an independent artist. They say because times have changed, anybody can have a career in music and publish stuff on the internet, but at the same time, you are your own business entity. Does that drain your creative part, or just trying to get all the business stuff out of the way?
Well, the way I look at it, like exposure leads to expansion. So it wasn't there before because of the technology and stuff. We got it. We asked for it. Use it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
as far as like, look at Odell Beckham Jr., where he just said with the $100 million not being enough, you ask for success, and you got it. Now you complaining again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here to complain. I want what I want, and I know where I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
But $100 million wouldn't hurt you.
$100 million is more than enough based on the lifestyle that you live in. So like I gauge the word rich as having more than enough. I mean, I don't know how else to put it.
I don't know how to even wrap my head around people who just it never gets enough. Like, you're rich, it isn't rich enough. If I were if I had $100 million, I would feel like I don't need to make any more money. Now I can do just whatever the fuck I want and not care about money anymore. But it seems like once you get $100 million, you want $100 billion or something. Greed is a strange thing. Heavy Kevin from New Zealand has a question for you regarding your music here. Rocky, Joan and Neil sounds great. Auto-tune and vocal processing sounds amazing. Are you involved at that level of the vocal processing and all that stuff, and effects and all that kind of stuff, or you just leave that up to your engineers?
Yeah, actually, I tell my producer or engineer whatever I want on the track. As far as auto tune, I don't need the auto tune. I just use it to make it sound polished.
For effect, yeah, for an effect, and I think that's a big part when people hear stuff that sounds affected, like the share believe type of thing. They think, well, they need auto tune. No, she didn't need it. That was done for effect, and now we are doing.
I know some artists that actually need it, but I use auto tune for it to sync well within the beat. So if I got a track that actually has no auto tune, but it just has a lot of reverb. But if you was to take the reverb off, it just would sonically sound like raw vocals. I mean, I don't know how to explain it to people that, what I'm saying, don't do music possibly.
Yeah.
If you do music, you understand what I'm talking about. So like I got a song called and it's an R&B track called Jodeci Issues. There's no auto tune on the track, which my voice sounds good, but it has a lot of reverb on it just so it can sonically give a certain type of sound.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's very few records out there that don't have some reverb on lead vocals, especially. But reverb is almost a state, like it's needed always.
Yeah,
kind of make you feel in the room with the music.
If you don't have reverb on a singing song, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You might as well just do a live performance because it's not going to sound like a song. It's going to sound like acoustic acapella.
Yeah. Do you do merch? Are you like merchandising for?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I want to build my name, honestly.
Yeah. It's a pain in the ass, to be honest with you, for somebody who's done it. Because if you're out there performing, you can't be working the merchandise table at the same time, and then it's just like it's a hack, and then you got to find somebody you can trust to manage your dollars and cents, and then before you know it, you're at war with some kid that is stealing money from you.
You got to break down your stuff real fast so you can get out to the lobby with your stuff before people leave.
The next thing you know, they're embezzling you. You confront them, and they shoot you. Oh, sorry, that was silly enough.
And every one of your friends wants stuff for free. Oh, I get a free shirt, right? I'm your buddy. Well, that cost me $30.
Y'all sound like y'all had some personal experiences.
Yeah,
us no,
definitely
no.
do.
We're just imagining what it must be like for people.
Oh, nah, it's a hassle, man. But honestly, I don't want to. I want to keep the main thing the main thing. I don't want to approach somebody with, "Hey, this hat right here is $30," and somebody look at me like, "Who is you?" You know what I'm saying? Like, build my name up first, and unless you got a super artistic way of fashion, where it's like you're the next Virgil or somebody.
Yeah,
I don't think you should be walking up on people saying, "Hey, $50 for this hat," or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
No, that's
and you know,
sell it at cost to get it out there, and then you raise your price.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Because a lot of people try to make their money back like right away. It's like it cost them $25. It's $50. It's like no.
Yeah, that's one thing people got to understand, yo. The artist gets paid last.
Yeah.
The artist gets paid last.
Are you one of these artists who is constantly coming up with new stuff, or do you take time to kind of I don't know, find what you want to say and then put it out, or I'm one of these guys who like ideas are constantly happening and you're constantly coming up with new stuff?
I mean, I got ideas that come to me constantly, and it just depends on if I hear a beat that I like or instrumental, I'll have an idea and I can put it with it. Or if I think about something while I'm just driving or something like that, I'll keep it in my storage of my mind or something like that, and then later on I'll execute it. But I don't record frequently, but I have a lot of songs, and my goal is to pretty much get videos for each one of those songs, so I can have something to promote.
Good to have goals. It's but you know, part of I used to be a guy who had a notebook full of song ideas, and I would just go through stuff. And if I didn't record them live, or in the moment when I'm writing them, time goes by, and it's like, yeah, I remember sort of how this was supposed to go, but it's been too long. If you don't get it down in the moment, it's kind of like now it's just an idea that I wrote down, and I don't remember exactly what the hell I was. You know, so do you have somebody like you with authors? I often ask this question, like, do you have somebody that they go write a chapter and then show like a confidant and say, this is the first chapter of my new book. Is it going? Do you appreciate it? Do you get it? Do you have somebody you bounce ideas off of like that, or do you just trust yourself?
For the most part, I pretty much trust myself because I got this saying where it's like ideas is just ideas. The question to your ideas should always be, how do I execute it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
some people may look at it like, oh yeah, you just being negative. I'm not being negative. I'm trying to figure out if you really want to do this idea, how is it going to get done? And that needs to be the main question, because you can have as many ideas as you want. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not executing them, what's the point of even bringing them up?
Yeah. I appreciate this. Sunshine is saying it's never lost. It just might come out in a different way. That's definitely happened to me, like where I've written things and let time slip by. And then when I revisit it, it's a completely different song. And sometimes for the better and sometimes for the worse. But
That's a fact. Because I got a video of me actually processing the song. What's your name? It didn't sound anything like that.
Oh. Now we want to hear the other version.
Nah.
Now, Rocky, do you feel a lot of pressure to maintain a six-pack?
No, I'm currently working on my dad bod.
Okay, all right, cool. I appreciate that. Thank you.
How do I find you on social media, or are you on social media? Because I have I have all the Spotify stuff, but I don't have links to like Facebook, Instagram, or wherever you might be to share with people.
Absolutely. My Instagram is Rocky_Neal and the number 5. So ROCKY_NEAL, the number 5. Facebook is Rocky Neal. Twitter is Rocky Neal 5. TikTok is Rocky Neal 5.
Well, we'll put those all in the description so people can find it later. And do you maintain like like TD was saying, a fan base, a fan club, or do you maintain contact with those people? Like people leave comments and stuff on Facebook. Do you comment back?
Absolutely. I'm not no bougie person. I'm like I said, I'm not a super known person yet. So I'm trying to build myself up. So as far as like Facebook, I excuse me. I pretty much act as I just show people my personality. I'm just being me on there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's pretty much personal.
Yeah, well, me too. I'm like a nobody too, but it's dangerous for me, and I do it anyway. But to read the comments, just because sometimes it just like really, I mean, I draw a lot of hate, which comes with
He's
the
just crying. He's just
yes.
son of a bitch. I wasn't even mean to you. You
I'm
son of
getting
a
bullied.
bitch.
Yeah, or I don't want to encourage like a long conversation once somebody leaves like a negative comment there, or even if it's a positive comment that I don't understand. This is a bear trap I'm going to step into right here. And it's like,
Yeah. Nah. I don't pretty much care about the negative comments and stuff like that. Especially if I don't know a person. It's like, all right, you can have your opinion. It's cool.
well, the reason I thought you might is because in your intro I read about rejection from your older brothers and all that kind of stuff. And believe me, this is something I wrestle with. I am not good with rejection.
Well, coming from having 8 older brothers, right? And the style of music that we actually come from is more like war ready, boom bap, rap. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I would listen to something like so here's a little story. One Christmas my mom had bought me a like a little karaoke machine, but it would actually let you play, pause, and record or whatever. And I recorded myself doing the song "Slow Jams" by Jamie Foxx, Twista, and Kanye. And I'm trying to do every last part. So imagine a kid trying to do every last part, whereas Jamie Foxx singing, and then you got Kanye doing the melodic tones, and then you got Twista like fast rapping. That's not what my brothers are used to hearing. So I'm trying to hide my recording, you know what I'm saying, from my brothers and stuff like that, because that's not what they're used to hearing. So I mean, it just built character later on down the line.
Yeah, I have a question for you now. Since you come from a big family, my family was not that big, but when the Jackson 5, Michael Jackson and I are contemporaries as far as age goes. And I was pissed at my brothers and sisters for not having musical talent. I mean, I resented them. I mean, you would not believe that I hated them. Okay, I hated them. They ruined my life because they had no musical talent. You have 8 or not. You have 8 brothers. How many of them have musical talent? And do you hate the ones that haven't helped you? No, I'm just.
It's funny. It's funny that you asked that though. So my second oldest brother, he could rap, but never pursued it. I had another brother that
What's
was
the
really
age difference? How much older is the oldest one than you? So we have a
the
range.
oldest brother is 50.
Okay.
Wow.
And where are you?
33.
Okay. 18 years. Okay.
Yeah. So engaged in between. You know what I'm saying? But
a lot of broken condoms. It sounds like. Doesn't sound like Planned Parenthood.
Oh yeah, nah. But yeah, I had another brother that could play ball really good. Never pursued it. It just was, when you come from them type of backgrounds, you ain't really thinking about what could possibly happen. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, I did want my brothers to like help me out as far as like, I wish I had a brother that do videos. I wish I had a brother that, what I'm saying, make beats and stuff like that. But it just, I don't know.
Yeah. So now, do you have upcoming events, live events planned, or none at the moment?
None at the moment. I really after performing at the pavilion, I really like seriously only want to do like festivals. It's just something about the way that the music is jumping out of those speakers. I can't really explain it. Like it just sounds totally different from like doing club venues and stuff like that. Not saying that I wouldn't, but my want would be that. But I haven't been looking for anything else either.
Well, I think you should. Oh, sorry. Please, I apologize. I'm sorry.
What was that?
I was going to speak, but you spoke at the same time, and I shut up. That's how it's done.
Yeah. that's kind of why I was thinking about Brooklyn, because Brooklyn is full of opportunities to perform, and nothing, in my humble opinion, or not so humble opinion, probably, there's nothing that improves your craft more than just performing and getting out there and doing it often. And like Brooklyn right now is just full of opportunities to do that. So I think that's a vital part of the growth of an artist is just banging it out and grinding it and
Absolutely.
doing yeah.
The footwork got to be done. Well, we used to actually throw events ourselves at this reggae bar called Mobays 2 in
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that place. We did that. Remember, John? We were
yeah.
there. We were there.
Yeah, they didn't understand my comedy at all.
Great woodwork though. Great woodwork.
Nah, but yeah, so like you pretty much curate your own shows as far as if you want to just, perform and stuff like that. But that's why I was saying, like, I really just want to do festivals.
Yeah, I always often mix that place up with Hank's Saloon.
Yeah.
Y'all ever been to
Yeah.
No, I've never been invited back.
No, okay. All right.
Not since they changed their name from
No, but I've been to Pull My Finger. I did not like that place at all.
Well, Rocky, we're glad you came on the show and appreciate you, and we will do our best to promote you. I'll get your social media links and put them out there and add it to our social pages and all that stuff. And appreciate you being on here. And good luck to you and Merry Christmas. And thank you for being here. It's been a pleasure to get to know you, and we wish you great success, man. Thank you for being part of the program.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate that. Happy holidays to you and yours too.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Come back when you got some new stuff to promote, man. You're welcome.
Yeah,
back.
anytime you want to come back, or if you got something new that's about to drop, you want to let people know about it, you're welcome to just come back. You have the link to just book yourself whenever you want if you got something to tell people about, something new.
Yeah, MMA fighters, boxers, get out there and reach out to Rocky, man. Get that opening track for your walkout song.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right,
Rocky, get off the ropes, you bum.
All right. Bye for now. And yeah, if you're ever in Brooklyn, just drop me a line. I would love to come see you in Brooklyn. So anyway, so thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
It has to be like right near his house because he's not driving more than 4 minutes.
You stay in Brooklyn?
He's on Long Island.
Oh yeah, okay. My brother just closed on a house in Long Island.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right. Bye for now. Merry Christmas.
All right.
Bye.
But not in your neighborhood, Matt, right? He didn't close the house in your neighborhood.
Long Island.
What do you got against my neighborhood? My neighborhood is very integrated.
I don't have anything against your neighborhood.
Too many chickens.
That's true. Too many chickens, without a doubt. My neighborhood is pretty integrated, though, but it is typically integrated.
Having a black street does not count as integrated.
No, we have but how do I say this without the rich white people need the poor people to service them. So
they live in the houses with them, or they commute.
No, they keep them close. So you have in my neighborhood. It's very weird. We have mansions next to very humble abodes. I like that humble abodes.
Slave
houses.
That's
what I call it.
Yeah, that's where your.
I live in a humble abode. I'm not in a mansion, but my neighborhood is weird in that respect. And Long Island is not the suburbs, because this is more rubble.
It sounds like your cat houses have better heating than your house.
This is more rubble. Yes, definitely. But this is more rural than most of Long Island. Most of Long Island is either all like upscale or all downscale. This is you have like one guy who's got like a 7-acre estate, and next to him is a two-door Tudor house with 2 bedrooms or something like that. And then you have another estate, and then another little poor people.
There's a town in Pennsylvania called Hawking, I believe. It's Hawkin, and it's right on the lake. And there's all these wealthy people have bought up all this property on the lake. And so they got these mansions on the lake. And then there's one guy who has about 6 acres. And he lives in a trailer with an oil tank next to it for heat. Okay. And it's like he's got like broken down cars and shit. And he's surrounded by mansions. And they're like waiting for him to like fucking die or sell or something. And he won't sell because he's like says, no, fuck you, rich people. You know, and the thing is, I know he's probably dead by now, because he was pushing death then. He was only he was only continuing living just to stick it to the rich people. I'm sure his probably poor kids probably sold the property. But I would love to think that to this day the kids are like, we don't need the money. We're going to keep Dad's trailer and his little oil tank right next to all these fucking mansions.
Yeah,
on the lake.
Just brief programming note, not programming note, a comedy note at the Church of Satire. You know that place.
Yeah.
You're familiar with that place? Saturday night, Frank Vignola, the comedian and filmmaker, not the guitar player, will be at the Church of Satire this Saturday night, coming Saturday. It just seems like a weird weekend. Probably going to be a tough draw for anybody this weekend, right? Because when Christmas Eve starts, Christmas Eve is a Wednesday today, then you have like some people celebrating Christmas tonight into tomorrow, then you have family coming over and all that stuff. By the time Friday comes around, you're already fucking burnt out. Like, I'm done.
No, I think the day after Christmas is probably a pretty big day for entertainment.
Yeah. Not me. I mean,
not me either. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere. But I think young people probably will go do shit.
See, that's the thing. I'm so out of touch with young people.
I think if you're a comedy club and you have like gift cards and you pushed, having, you really like when people come in, like during like, let's say starting in October, and you start saying, buy as a gift card, or gift, tickets for our show, or, something like that. I can see people, maybe buying shows. I don't know that maybe I don't know anything. If I knew anything about comedy, I'd be bigger. So never mind.
Wait, you don't know you don't know anything about comedy?
Everything I just said is probably a poor business model.
I didn't know you didn't know anything about comedy. I don't know if I knew about that you didn't know about that.
I know every time I start to get away from comedy, someone pulls me back in. It's like being in the mob.
Pull you back in.
They do. They pull me back in, and I'm like, why?
Yeah. It's funny. Now I'm afraid to pull away from comedy because nobody's going to pull me back. Once I'm gone, it's like they're going to say, "Gee, what?"
I have two more. So I have 3 more shows coming up, and after that, I'm like, I'm just gonna work on my podcast. And then I say that, and then somebody else asked me to do a show, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I thought you were you talking about in the near future, because I thought you had wrapped up comedy for the year for 2025. No,
yeah, comedy's wrapped up for us for the year for 2025. But I have a show next week, which is the 3rd. So January 3rd, I have a show.
Yikes!
Yeah.
Now people are going to be hungover. I mean, just once the holidays are over, I need and I always did. I'm not just saying because I'm old. I always needed a recuperating period of a couple of weeks before I really get into, it's really time to go do shows again. Let's eat butter and go to sleep for a day. Yeah, that's right, Sunshine. I'm with you. But eat butter.
This is probably the homemade butter.
If you bread it,
butter machine.
If you bread
edible butter. I got to look up that magic butter machine. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me of that. So you dropped the podcast Sunday night, yes? And that was with Elizabeth Croydon on it, yes?
No.
No?
Elizabeth still hasn't. She had the same issue. She hasn't been back on. I got to message her, see what she wants to be on.
Wow. All right. So I'm wrong about everything. So then you just beat me up. Beat me up about shit. Go ahead. Act like you're both my older brothers and beat me up.
No, I'd rather be your father and throw a whopper at your head.
Not my head.
I'd rather not be related at all.
No, but I'd rather throw the whopper at your head.
The other night, on the way to a pay party.
Speaking of Whoppers at my head, the other night,
right, I had not eaten, and I was like, I hate to go for fast food because I know it's fast food does. But I pull up to a Burger King and I say, Whopper with cheese, no pickle or onion. Right, this is my order. And the guy says, yeah, that's right. It's like $7. I was like, wait a minute, that sounds cheap.
Yeah.
Why is that cheap? I pull up to the window and I hand them the $7 and I pull away, and it's like it's small little thing. It's like a Whopper Junior. Whopper. I said Whopper with cheese, not Whopper Junior. What is this? It was like a tomato sandwich. I'm gonna go hungry on this gig now. And the worst thing in the world when you're trying to be creative is I'm fucking starving.
Yeah. It's funny. I'm trying to get out of the habit of working. Well, I am my most creative at 2:00 in the morning. I mean, I can bang out the material like crazy. I could probably write a good 30-minute sketch in about 25 minutes.
I mean, I could too. It's just not going to be any good.
Yeah. So, I'll refine it.
I can write all the time. I write all the time. It doesn't mean
but it's just like there, matter of fact, when I used to work for Politipod, that's when I used to write my sketches at 2 a.m. But if I'm hungry at 2 a.m, I can't.
You're not yourself when you're hungry,
huh?
Yeah, that's true.
You're not yourself when you're hungry. That's why you gotta.
No, you're Betty White. You're Betty White when you're hungry.
I am.
Don't you always have at least a gallon container of egg salad that you can just dive into, GD?
It's actually a quarter pound.
A quarter pound. Gotcha.
And it doesn't last that long because I don't get the big ones because I like to keep it fresh. Actually, I take that back. I said it's a quarter pound now. I buy a half a pound. Yeah.
I got to think because I put out a short from the Rev. Nas in his 50s dropped harder than most rappers in their 20s.
That's not from the Rev. That's Ron. Ron said.
Oh, Ron did. Yeah. So YouTube said after conducting an additional review of the video, we've determined that it's not suitable for advertisers. As a result, no. This is a short that are automatically ready for advertisers. They said no, not that one. So thank you, Ron. I thought the Rev did that because it sounded like an obituary when you said dropped harder. Then I'm thinking he died.
No, it's talking about his style that he's working harder than 25-year-olds or something like that.
So now, why would that not be suitable for advertisers? I don't know.
Maybe it's Nas himself. I don't know. Maybe it's Ron's face. I have no idea.
That could be.
Is there a close up of Ron's face, like that?
Probably,
like the close up of Susie
I believe
Wild?
there is. I believe there is. I've seen a number of close-ups of Ron lately in these shorts, and it's just like, why is AI doing that? Picking out this Dave Attell-looking old man and putting his mug right up close, like zooming in on him. Now it's funny.
I hate I do not like the clips that StreamYard does. I think they're terrible.
I haven't used one.
It's terrible. I mean, you have them generate the clips, and it's like they split the screen, and then all of a sudden this part pops up, and you're like, ugh. I just make my own.
Both AI, the StreamYard AI and Opus AI, and even Clip AI. You see that background that GD's got to his left there? You got those smiling faces. For some reason, they identify those people. As guests. Yeah.
Yes.
And like they take up different slots. It's like, wait a minute, we got slots of those same people all up. They're not real people.
Now, the one I use, I really like because I am not great at any of that stuff, and it's super easy to use. It's called CapCut. I think TikTok made it.
Yeah, CapCut is a sponsor, by the way. We have a link in the description. You can click on.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. I have never mentioned CapCut because they won't give me a video to kind of promote them. I would mention CapCut more often.
CapCut is really inexpensive too. It's like $99 a year.
Right. And if you use the code MindDog, it's still $99 a year.
Well, I'll have to do that. I'll have to do that next time. I think it was I think it's $89.99.
Wow.
Yeah,
I think about it.
I definitely I really like it because I am just not good at that, but they make it so easy. I'm like, oh shit, this is super easy.
I'm gonna tell you now, to be honest, I don't mind the graphics part. I do my videos myself. But what I do like about the shorts that Matt has is I like the way the words pop. No, I don't have that capability with what I have. I just have the text there. No, I would love to be able to have the words pop. I don't have that, but I'm not willing to pay for it yet.
Yeah.
No. That's it.
I think you could do that with pretty much any, but it's so much work to do, because when I do it in Premiere, I basically do the same thing with the word pop, but it's so much fucking work to do that stuff. AI does it just much quicker and much easier. It saves
I mean, okay, I could do it manually. That I could do, but I'm not about to.
It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that stuff though. This year, I'm gonna focus on, for our podcast, is trying to get at least one advertiser that I like a product that I like. That's my plan this year.
A lot of people are coming up with their own products to promote now. This is like a new trend. One of the guys I follow, Luke Beasley, just came out with his own energy drink. So I had Mind Dog coffee when we first started, but it didn't. I wasn't selling any of it. I was drinking more of it.
And the weirdest thing is the people that were buying was complaining. So it's not strong enough. It's like, well, stop buying the weak version. Buy the stronger,
strong version.
Yeah, no, there were several different variations of the cowboy blend was very strong. That's what I had, and but I was like a drug dealer, like a drug dealer who doesn't sell any of his product and ends up snorting it all himself. That's what I was snorting coffee.
I have a couple that I would like, that I want to reach out to now, that because usually, if you read the different articles and everything about your podcast, when you should approach advertisers, blah 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 blah. They say that in general, you should have, one of the main things is a minimum of 200 downloads per episode.
Right.
That's a good way to look at it, or X amount of followers to approach them. So after 7 years, we're finally there. So I'm like, I can finally now approach people and be like, hey, this is a product I like. This is a product I actually use. Can we advertise?
Monetizing is a bit. I just got a thing from BitChute this morning that we made 7 cents last week. Oh, holy shit, we made 7 cents on BitChute.
You're almost a diamonaire. You were almost a diamonaire. Damn it, man.
Yeah.
When you're a diamonaire, are you gonna still talk to us? Are you still gonna be like, no?
Well, unfortunately, I will still depend on you to. The Rev stuff is definitely getting some. He's getting some traction and well known. I don't know if you've seen people. People think they take the Rev way too seriously.
I honestly, they're gonna really love the Rev, because within the next week, with the next few days, I'm gonna interview him for Done Way Past Funny.
Yes, there is AI comedy. I think I featured one of those clips that it was a purely AI comedian and doing stand-up, and it was I got to say, I've seen worse. That's all I'll say.
What was his name? Anthony Jeselnik? No, I'm just teasing. I just wanted to upset John.
What?
There will be. I will bring the power of 1,000 suns down upon thy head.
Yeah. I was just fucking with John. I would have said anybody, whoever John really liked, I would have just said that person. If it had been Kevin Hart, I'd have said, is it called Kevin Hart? No, it doesn't.
I wish I could remember the lyrics to War Ready, because I wanted to.
I'm telling you, it's my new walkout song for comedy.
Ready or not,
I'm gonna message you and be like, "Hey,
ready or not, here I come. Ready or not, here I come."
Man,
you got to speed up to that where he starts talking.
There were a lot of N words and F bombs in there. Like, whoa, holy crap!
He actually exceeded the quota.
Yeah. So yeah, now tonight, I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you know it's about tonight, but tonight is Christmas Eve. You guys got special plans for tonight, or you just stay home and like, this is what I got you, honey?
I think I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna edit tonight. I think I'm gonna make some clips. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do tonight.
We're having guests over tonight. Well, Matt, I extended an invitation for you not to come, and you took me up on it. So
nice.
I know. I'm going to my stepdaughter's for a Christmas party. It's
you bring a guitar. Bring your guitar, and everybody will leave you alone.
They have guitars hanging on the wall. And last time
I do too, but they don't get used because I suck.
No, we went there. What was it, last week? What was there a reason to go last week? Oh yeah, she had a Christmas party for all her friends and stuff. It was just kind of so. She's got some weird eclectic friends, and she's in her early 30s, and it's like a different mix of people.
I can't remember. Somebody had asked me what kind of guitar I played. I mean, I have a few, but my favorite guitar, I'd never really paid attention to. I always thought it was called the Series 10, a Bentley Series 10. And
a car.
And so I have the receipt for it. I bought it December 28th, 1991 is when I bought it. And the company is called a Bentley Series 10. That is the company. And the style, like there's a Fender Stratocaster. My guitar is a Bentley Series 10 Calypso.
Okay.
I learned that yesterday. The thing is, I can't remember who asked me now. I can't remember who asked me what kind of guitar I had. And honestly, I didn't really know.
Yeah.
Bentley Series 10 refers to a line of budget-friendly electric guitars particularly popular in the late 80s and 90s, made by St. Louis Music, which is a good company. That's great amplifiers. Same company made behind Alvarez guitars. Alvarez is a great acoustic guitars, offering affordable instruments such as classic Super Strat or other popular styles known for their Kramer-esque headstocks. There you go. I never heard of it before this morning.
And as I said, the person, I can't remember who asked me about it. When I said it, they go like, "You're making that up. That's not a real brand." And I can't remember who I was talking to, but they're like, "No." I said, "No, it's a real brand. That's what it's called. It says on the guitar Series 10, but it does not say Calypso anywhere on it or anything like that." But I had the receipt for it. So I bought it December 28th, 1991, and I said to my wife, "My God, huh?"
St. Louis Music, the company that makes it, is a really good quality manufacturer of amplifiers. Great.
It's a really good guitar. The guitar. I'm saying I am so happy with that guitar. I'm the only difference I would, if I had a semi hollow body guitar, I'd be happy also, because I love the sound semi electric. The electric guitars with the hollow body. I like those also, but I could not be happy with my guitar.
There's a video this guy's doing like all this tapping on it, like a Van Halen wannabes are attracted to that guitar for some reason. Apparently, it's
good for tapping. It's good for tapping.
Yeah, there's Frankenstein. Eddie Van Halen's Frankenstein model of the Bentley Series 10, which is a knockoff of it. But again, St. Louis Music, underrated, really quality amplifiers. So I would assume their guitar players and their guitars, pickups, and all that stuff are top notch too. Because
it's very good. Now, and the other thing, like I said, I've had it for a while, and I had to do some work on the inside. I had to resolder some wires and stuff because over the years some things got loose and I didn't realize it. So I put the jack in. And I was like moving the inside a little bit, and then I had to resolder. It's not solder friendly, but I've been around soldering for a little bit.
That explains it. You probably inhaled a lot of solder fumes. That would make a lot of sense. I have a Fender Jazzmaster.
Fucking great guitar.
And if only I was a great guitar player. I have that, and I have a Jalkin acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
Which nobody else has. I know one other person that has one.
I played a Fender Jazzmaster the last 4 or 5 years with the Rockin' 45s, and people always thought, "Oh, that's a weird looking Strat." It's like not a Strat. Just because the headstock looks like a Strat doesn't mean it's a Strat.
Yeah, it's a beautiful guitar. I really like it, but I too bad I don't play guitar very well.
Yeah, it became one of my favorite guitars to play the last couple of years. I love those guitars. Well, where was I going to? I forgot what I was going to say now. See, I forget. I'm getting old.
Mickey signed up and joined what's his face's channel. Neil, the Neil guy, Rocky Neil. Mickey Delaney signed up for his.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow both of them.
Tremaine Long, pretty impressive guy.
I like his music a lot. I'm gonna send his stuff to a friend of mine who I think would really dig his music.
He's gonna make you a holy roller, though. I could see it coming. You're gonna be
well,
like
my friend already is a holy roller, so he'll love it. He's gonna
rapping for God, rapping for God.
Maybe he could be a sponsor for maybe he could do some music for the Reverend.
Yeah, maybe. You got to pay him though. Can't do that shit.
You know, I got to teach him to cuss a little.
Yeah, free. Can't do that shit for free.
Yeah. So I got to go do a bunch of. I have to do an hour-long show of Christmas carols, and I only know like 5 Christmas carols. So
It doesn't.
I gotta,
well, Dan, you mean you forgot 2 since this morning? Because this morning you knew 7. What you do is you tell a story behind each of the songs, a little short story to drag it out. So 7 songs, that's about 21 minutes. You drag a little story, and then it's a senior center because they'll forget what song you've already played.
It's a VA. No, this one's not necessarily a senior center. This is a VA a rehabilitation center. So they could be old or young, and we got a mix of people. And the rec director.
I got it. Now this could fuck you up royally. This could be really good or really bad. Do you have any like kid percussion instruments that you can give to the audience that they can like a little drum, so they can do like a little drummer boy with you?
Let me just tell you, as a musician, a lifelong musician, my worst horror is a white chick with a tambourine.
Yeah, they're always dating the freaking lead guitarist.
They shouldn't be allowed in. You see a white chick with a tambourine coming. No, you take the tambourine back to the car.
Okay,
You're
well,
not getting it.
So you don't. I'm assuming that you don't have tambourines and cowbells and stuff.
I have them. We have them, but we're very
take them. Take them, and that'll buy you some time. You get out there and you do do you know how to play drummer boy, little drummer boy? You can drag out the last 15 minutes with the little drummer boy by handing out the instruments, teaching everybody, say, okay, and get them all involved. Then you can. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to help you out.
The problem with Christmas carols is they're too short. Because it's
you got to do the 12-inch. You got to do the 12-inch remix.
Yeah.
All right.
Like David Bowie's drummer boy with Bing Crosby. I love that. I really love that one.
Yeah, parumpa pum pum.
I do Bing Crosby's White Christmas, but then I break it out. That's when I do extend because I make it sound. You may be right that Billy Joel. I take. So I start with White Christmas and the typical "I'm dreaming," and then basically make it into the boom down and rock it out a little bit, and then come back and do the. So I make it a 6-minute song when it's really a minute and a half song.
Do you do Elvis's Blue Christmas?
No. We used to do that with Mikey. I remember how to play it. I just don't. Again, the big problem with me is the words for all these Christmas carols. Like
this is super easy. You just go. That's all you gotta
do. Yeah, you know what? That's a quick one. I'll remember. I'm gonna get that one down. Vessi Vienna. What is that? What is she saying?
Oh boy.
What is that?
It sounds like somebody with a list behind to say Beyonce.
Is that
it's Italian.
Sunshine's having a stroke. Somebody get over there.
Turn away from the light. Don't go toward the light. I can give you a joke to tell, Matt, if you want. Yeah. Here's a great joke to tell.
All right.
A guy hires a Santa Claus for his kid's 7th birthday party. Santa gets up in front of the kids, puts his hands in his pocket, and says, "If any of you can guess what I've got in my pocket, you'll win a prize." Kid in the front says, "Is it candy, mister?" Santa Claus says, "No, it's not candy." Another kid says, "Is it money, mister?" Santa Claus says, "No, it ain't money either." Another kid says, "Well, what is it then?" Santa Claus says, "It's my cock." That's not over. Anyway.
Oh, sorry.
Guy grabs Santa, drags him into the kitchen, and says, "What the hell was that? These kids are 7 years old." Santa Claus says, "Hey, I'm really sorry. I usually do a show at nightclubs. I'm hungover, and I accidentally went into the wrong routine. It won't happen again." Guy says, "It better not, or I'll call the police. Now get back out there and entertain those kids. They all love you." Santa Claus gets back up in front of the kids and says, "Okay, kids, let's start all over again. If any of you can guess what I've got in my pocket, you'll win a prize." A kid says, "Is it candy, mister?" Santa Claus says, "No, it's not candy." Another kid says, "Is it money, mister?" Santa Claus says, "No, it ain't money either." Another kid says, "Well, what is it then?" Santa Claus looks over at the father and says, "Hey, you better call the cops. It's my cock again."
Matt can tell that, but he's gonna fuck it up.
Thank you, Jackie. That's another Jackie joke. He sent it to us for the holidays. I don't know why.
So is that one of Jackie's jokes that Swan tells?
No, I'm gonna have her tell it. We were gonna have her tell it last night, but we got talking about other stuff, and then our show comes out after Christmas anyway. But
you know what I heard about Swan. I don't know if you know this, John, but this is a rumor going around about Swan that she has a heart-shaped ass.
She does, but it's getting bigger. It's usually a really nice heart, but
that's nice.
Yeah.
See, John is this close to saying she has an enlarged heart.
Her right ventricle is her right and left ventricles are getting very enlarged.
But she doesn't have plaque, right? There's no plaque.
No, there's no plaque.
Okay.
All right.
Because that could be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you guys, I want to say I wish you both a Merry Christmas. Thank you for all your contributions to this nonsense that we do in the morning here. And I'll be here on Friday with more rappers. We're just gonna rap. We're just gonna keep rapping.
You're gonna rap.
Yeah, it's a wrap on the year. So, and all you people out there who keep us company in the chat rooms, we're very grateful for you. Have a great Christmas. Try not to kill anybody. I know that's asking a lot.
Whatever you're celebrating, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, Boxing Day,
and especially for Tammy. First of all, I just want to say, Tammy, lay down. Let me whack one off on your face. That's what
you owe her. You owe Tammy an apology.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Anyway, now, okay. I have a question real quick. That I know we're over time. And you may not even want to answer this. Does it cost money to stream live to Instagram? What's the criteria?
No. It's free.
So could we do this? Could we use my Instagram account to stream it?
Yes, but you know what you have to do? Once we go live, you have to go back over. You have to leave that window open. And then once we're live, you go back over there and hit the go live button. So you set it up. It's a whole fucking, it's several steps. They should make it easier, but they don't. So yes, we still have Stevie's. I could have done to Stevie's this morning, which would have been really uncomfortable. Stevie never did his, but I'd have to have it be logged into his account and then go back over there live. So that's
I will get my account information because I don't know it off the top of my head. Because whenever I go to Instagram, my phone's and computer logged in automatically.
Right.
So I don't know.
You can't do it from your login.
So basically, you want to get banned from Instagram just like I'm banned. You're just jealous of my banning, so you want to get yourself banned too.
Well,
I don't know.
First of all, I don't even know if the Reverend is live on Instagram.
No, he's not. Well, he's on my Instagram. Yeah,
he was.
Okay,
so he was live on Instagram.
I don't know how long this suspension lasts for. It's not like a lifetime ban, so I think eventually they'll let me back on there once Tammy wipes it off or whatever. Poor Tammy. I
think we need Tammy to send them a letter saying that she was not harmed in the making of that sketch.
Yeah, and we were talking about Tammy Wynette at the time. So I mean, she's dead. She don't care.
That's true.
Oh, incidentally, I forgot to tell you guys, the lady who came on with the political poetry.
Yeah.
I emailed my library and they emailed me right back. They're like, we're going to talk with the purchasing people. If they want to buy it, we'll buy it and have it in the library. And when it's available, you can come rent it.
You fucking rock star, you. Wow. Let everybody do that with your library.
Yeah,
when your authors come on, all you people out there, if you're within the sound of my voice, whenever we have an author on, call your library and say, the book. You got to buy the book.
They have a budget.
I am ashamed. Because I didn't follow through on that. I haven't been because I don't know where my library is. I pass it by accident when I'm driving places, and I go, "Oh, there's my library."
I love our little library. It's pretty awesome.
I am just like, besides the Alzheimer's memory stuff. Well, every time we say, "Oh, we're going to do something after the show," I forget all about it.
Yeah,
I have a.
I'm going to do something. I freaking do it.
I have a bone to pick with my library because at one point there's a library in York, Pennsylvania, and they wanted me to do a workshop for kids to teach them comedy, teenagers, to work with them for
kids. So they never saw your comedy before, is what you're saying.
Comedy. Yeah, they did. Matter of fact, they were at a live show.
That's weird.
They were at a live show, and they wanted me to go to the York Library and have a workshop for children.
For kids.
Not elementary school kids, but basically middle and high schooler kids, like a workshop during the summer, a summer workshop.
Oh, that'll go.
And so I gave them my price to do it. And I'm trying to think what happened with the budget. Anyway, there's like, can you do it for less? They're starting to, I'm like, and I thought about it, it's like, I'll be working my ass off creating this, I created this program for these kids. And I went, and then I'd be going to York, Pennsylvania. I said, I'm gonna see if I can do it in Westminster, where I live. And I reached out to the library and they never fucking reached back to me. So I reached out to them again, sent them the whole program. Never reached back to me. Like those little bastards. So
for kids, that's what you have. When you approach your library, you have to say, for kids.
Well, I did. Matter of fact, I even told them, I said, look, this is what I was going to do. This is the pricing I was offering in York. This is what I'm going to do in Westminster because it's a much shorter drive for me.
All right.
All
right.
like
tell them you're white. Tell them you're white. Tell them you're white. I'm actually white, and then they'll respond.
Yeah. Sure.
So I should have my wife. I should have my wife be my liaison. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right. You guys have a Merry Christmas. I'm gonna have yourself a merry little Christmas. That's right. All right.
I'm getting out of here. Man taken where?
Where did I get what? Where was I taken? What?
Yeah.
It's like Aliens.
Mm-hmm. I gotta go back.
You people out there, don't forget to give some milk and cookies.
Don't forget to hit Tammy in the face with a cum shot.
Don't forget Santa likes gummies.
And while you're doing all that, milk and cookies, cum shots, all of it, turn on your radio. Bye for now.
listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen